Uh-oh.
It's fine.
You might want to know.
I started the captions. It's a miracle.
Oh, we're live.
Hello.
Birds aren't real.
Forgot to keep him muted.
Damn it.
Did he say it?
Yeah, he did.
I didn't
So
hear it. Could you
long.
say it again?
Oh, birds aren't real.
Thank you.
One more time, DJ?
Birds aren't real.
I muted it for that one.
Nice.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We are NotGreatRPG, and we're here once again for the City of Oshuamp. We're going to entertain you all with some definitely fine stuff this evening. Definitely fine stuff.
That's what we're changing the name of the...
Definitely fine.
RPG. Mike, thank you for the post. It's a great one as always. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. DJ, thank you for the resub. Siren for the resub. And Hunter for the resub as well. Thank you very, very much. Much appreciated. Yeah, without further ado, we'll go around the table, introduce ourselves, and then pick up where we left off in April, I think. So I'm always Don, and tonight I'll be playing Ether, Revia the Grave Domain Cleric, unless...
Unless.
Last time I checked, I was still Lawrence.
That's what you were, Lawrence.
Is.
Unless I'm not. But I will be playing Yalumlo. Unless I'm not.
I'm Paul, and I'm definitely playing Felix, and I don't think he's Lawrence.
I've got suspicions about it, too.
Stay tuned and find out.
I'm Glenn. I play everyone's favorite Wolfman, Vorst.
I'm Chell. I play, last time I checked, Thariel.
Steve.
Steve
I'm
McKinley.
Sarah, and I will once again be playing Rhirda.
And I'm Nez J. I play Degrin.
Oh, that's a good one. Nez J.
I like that.
If you don't know what it is, you can't afford it.
What does that mean?
It's obvious. you
Nez
can't
J
afford it.
coming out strong, dude. Man. Yeah, I'm John, and I am the Dungeon Master for the City of Oshuamp. When last we left off, a long time ago, we had arrived at the cabin of Melithel and Melicy out here in the woods, trying to find some solace and safety away from the City of Oshuamp after rescuing Thariel and some spooky times happening with somebody spotting us and making the decision to ferry ourselves away from the city. We arrived, rested, gathered some stuff for some food, gathered some things for ingredients, and began to contemplate what the fuck to do about Rhirda and the situation with the 13th stone in our area. Melithel telling us that he recognizes what these things are and that they are specifically called Fellstones. Vorst, having stayed awake to be able to maintain the carriage throughout the entire journey out here to the cabin, took a long rest inside, and then promptly upon waking up, came out, saw everybody deliberating what to do with Rhirda. Rhirda again volunteering like, hey, fuck it, like, I'll do it. I've already eaten 12, like, what's one more? We made the great deviled egg joke after all these years. And Vorst defiantly, obstinately said, no, me, came out unarmored and told Ether that he knows that magic symbols were used in the ritual to cleanse Rhirda's soul, and in the efforts of protecting the individuals involved, and to please trace whatever runes were traced in that situation on his bare flesh. Rhirda, distraught, overseeing his brother-in-arms, volunteering to stain his life permanently to rescue him, finally snapped. And the monster inside of him began to burst forth. After tackling Vorst to the ground, standing there trying to steal the stone from him, Rhirda Weasel, came over and snatched the stone, preparing to scurry away with it. And as we will be picking up with Rhirda having large barbed spikes bursting through his chest, through his arms, protruding out, bathing Vorst in his blood. I will once again, in all situations where we have very dark episodes coming up, please understand that we tell these stories because we try to bond in friendship in dark, difficult moments. But if for any of you, at any point, if the episode gets too dark, please, for your own safety and well-being, check the fuck out. You can read the recap and be alright, but it's going to be a dark one, friends. So we will be picking up with the transformation of Rhirda. And thank you so much for having painted the beautiful figure.
Oh man!
If you could...
That's what he looks like.
Yeah, you see the nice, cool Barbie projections out from the
Oh, I'm
Is he-
so glad I painted
My
those.
God,
Is
I'm
he
next
that-
to that.
Is he that big?
He's a Barbie girl.
Bobby Guy.
Bobby Gordy's.
You want to hold up to the camera or just place it?
Yeah, you can hold it up to the camera. I mean, you guys did a fantastic job as
Oh, it's
always.
so dark.
Painting miniatures and stuff, but yeah.
I don't know if it's relevant either. I also bestowed Curse. I don't know if it was more so to Rhirda or the thing inside of
We
it.
did discuss this, and if I remember correctly, because I was saying it was cursing the physical body, that Rhirda would be the one making the save and not the demon inside
Gotcha.
making the save.
Yep.
When you casted Bestow Curse, you get to pick one of the effects. Which effect for Bestow Curse would you like?
It was Strength.
It was Strength. Okay.
I believe.
There you go.
A friend.
Also, for means of catching up too, I think didn't Ethier have a chance to put some sort of root on Rhirda?
Yeah, I was right behind him.
Oh yeah, no. A lot of you are.
There's a pile
Yeah,
of us.
I'm right
there.
next to
Right,
him.
right in ye old area.
Where?
Is the
Which is
stone
a
is
problem.
that familiar?
Where
in
also
there?
where's Nesgrim?
He's in here.
Oh, I didn't realize. he
Everybody's
wasn't
here.
out.
The
Is the-
stoat is. I
Is the
don't.
tiny beast in there?
Yes.
Were you
It's a
next
cat,
to
I
him?
think. Or
Yeah.
a fox,
I'm
but-
I'm right next to
Yeah.
Glenn because I was gonna
Oh,
draw.
God.
Yeah, I'm right
This
there,
is-
baby.
Flip to the table too.
Roughly in front
I
of
just
the
want to
cat.
let everybody play
Yeah.
This is
stuff.
why I wanted my wings.
I can't remember.
This is why I left it up to a roll, so it's not my fault.
I can't remember where I was.
I was like right on top of horse.
No, no.
I can't
Oh
remember.
yeah,
There.
y'all are right here.
I can't remember
Thank
where
you.
Nesgrim was.
And
Where's it?
then this is on standby.
I don't think Nesgrim was like very close. I think Nesgrim was like
Back
sitting
with
eating.
Yeah. So
Yeah, put me there.
I
That
think
works.
he was sitting eating, and I think I was standing outside of the ring closest to the fire,
Mm-hmm.
if I recall correctly.
Yeah, you put yourself where you think you were.
I love that Rhirda is too big for the camera.
He is feet.
He's butt, dude. Rear.
Never skips leg day,
You know,
though.
He really doesn't. Well,
You know, seeing him in scale is terrifying.
yes.
A little
I didn't realize he
So-
was bigger than he already was. He was already a large
He
man.
kept saying, "I can't fit in my skin."
Yeah, but like
He did.
He was
saying
eating
that.
like he was that size.
Yeah.
bit. Hungry boy.
I was like, hey, maybe we should cut him back. And Henry's like, nah, what are you talking
Pancakes,
about?
dude, it's fine. Yeah, absolutely. So, as you know, again, the torrent of blood washes over you. It has that same acrid sulfur odor that you have become very familiar with, Vorst. And yes, still enveloping you in his claws. So I would actually say you'd be a little high up now, because he's 18 feet tall.
Hold me closer.
Hold you quite literally
Hey, wait
in
a
the
second.
palm of his claw.
yeah, that works.
That works.
Now he can't grab me, right?
I will also say, for the sake of clarity and transparency, the spaces within the trees, because the trees are about 50 to 60-ish feet in height, these spaces within 5 feet of the tree has sufficient canopy cover to classify as darkness. Not to affect you with like blind or anything like that. Areas that are outside of those stretches are considered areas with sunlight present. So currently, he would be in sunlight. Please roll initiative.
Why is that so important?
It's very important.
Which
Oh no.
do I? Yep.
I really needed to roll high.
You're right. Going last
I
in
did
Mario
not.
Party doesn't mean you're gonna lose.
Oh.
John, about how high up is that?
For you,
Like,
like
where would his
Should've
hand be?
hired-
Like,
So
15
It
feet,
isn't.
He's real big.
shit.
Oh, okay. I thought-
12 to
I thought-
15.
Hold on a
Yeah,
second.
like he's holding
I
you
can only go
up,
after
right?
something.
Yeah.
My dex is that higher than yours.
Oh boy. Well, Donnie boy,
16.
Lawrence,
6.
Paul,
12.
Glenn,
17.
L.
8.
Oh no.
It's fine.
8.
God.
DJ.
6.
Oh, baby. Did he get a natty 1?
You got him 18.
Oh, yay!
God.
I have to roll for Arthur. Look at that guy. He sucks.
I expect one thing from Arthur.
Dude, so many fucking
We both
eights.
rolled 6. Do you want to go first? Yeah, so you go first. Yeah, I've got a hot 0.
A hot 0.
It's a big hot goose egg.
What?
Didn't you
Say it
roll
again.
something?
Louder for the people in the back.
Big fat goose egg. Big hot goose egg.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so you did not say.
Yeah.
Eat
That's a
that
big
egg
hot
up.
goose egg.
So it's the first.
Who has it?
Who's
got the football? Okay.
The fucking weasel.
You're right next to me, right?
The little weasel.
We're gonna go for a ride again?
Woo!
I reiterate, the very small weasel. We've been here before.
We're out in the snow, right?
It's not high. It's not like they keep this.
Neither is
moderate.
she.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Like I would say, definitively, you would be able to burrow on your turn.
Can I also,
Yeah.
as has been established, any
Yeah.
animal I turn into
Is
completely
white.
white.
Yeah, absolutely. You're
Camouflage?
you're
Right.
carrying a large, clarified
Don't make me
black
make
stone.
a perception check to find you.
Like,
I need everything else to make a perception check to find me.
yeah, I mean, strangely enough, I mean, nah, she's the Dex character. Leading us off is actually Catherine Artwood.
Hey!
Not the big bad man.
I like legitimately, upon seeing this, she is going to grab Benjamin, who is adjacent to her, and run the fuck away.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because this is her
Tracks.
child. So, snatching Benjamin and running in the direction of Glenn from me at like that diagonal. He's light enough, it does not affect her movement speed. She's gonna go the full dashing 80 fucking
She's going goodbye.
like, legitimately to the like
Yeah,
to the
she's
fucking
over.
glass thing. She's out. Like, I'm very happy because Benjamin's alright. Like, I'm very sorry, but I'm not going to
Benjamin's
roleplay the
loading up his
mom.
gun
As a
fighting.
character, that is the correct choice.
Yes.
Yeah. He needed
Yeah,
to know.
she would just scream, like in horror, look at Benjamin, snatch him, and silently, like in almost a pseudo puff of smoke, you just see like snow fucking dashing behind her like Scooby-Doo legs, and she just fucking bails.
Understandable.
That's easy. Yeah, no, and then it's me, in a very, very unhappy way.
I should have done a worse job on the mini. Maybe you wouldn't have been so excited to use it.
I mean, it looks fantastic.
It really looks
I
fantastic.
can't
really
wait
good.
for it to kill you.
I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
What are we calling this creature?
It's been
Rhirda.
fun.
Right.
Chell, for bestow curse,
It's worse than you think.
can you just look at that
worse than
line?
you think.
Is it attack rolls, saving throws, or just ability checks?
Just to remind
Let's see. Bestow curse.
That's right. I made a comment about
They
it.
have disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws, disadvantage on attack rolls against me, and must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each of its turn.
Or
I'm just going to keep the curse on him.
God damn it.
If it fails, it wastes its action that turn doing nothing.
what?
Really?
When the target is cursed, your attacks and spells deal an extra necrotic damage.
Did you say nothing?
They do nothing except
Alright.
focus on trying to.
We're stacking it. You ready to get whipped again, John?
I mean,
Oh no, he's.
I have to. Come on, internet.
Paper's weird. It's got like a toothy texture.
A toothy texture?
Yeah. Like it's like the
Because it must make a wisdom
right?
saving
It's like a
throw
graph.
at the
It's like
start of
thick.
each of its turns. If it fails, it wastes
It's
its
like a
action
thick-
that
Well,
turn
you're
doing
you're
nothing.
picking only one effect. You don't get all the effects.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It's choose
the nature of the curse.
That's okay.
the nature of the curse from one of the
Right.
following.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
you had done the ability
ability
score.
check, yep.
So it's disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws for strength.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
That's huge. I didn't know you could do that.
you're in my hands.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in sunlight. And I know I'm in sunlight. And I don't want to be in sunlight. I am going to go towards the direction of dawn. Yep.
I'm difficult terrain.
Runs you over.
Now, genuinely, for the way that I have moved, there's a weasel in the area. A very small weasel in the area, and I am a large creature. I do not want to say that I would actively be making an attack roll against you. However, in the sake of realism, I am an enormous thing with feet that are probably 4 feet wide, 4 feet long.
4
Big-
feet.
Yeah, 4 feet. I will ask you to just make a dexterity saving throw. Obviously using the glorious stat block. Yep.
The stove block.
The stone block.
The stove block.
How did he transformed to pick me up and was just like,
into the woods. Apparently, giant weasel is a beast
There
that
you
you
go.
can be.
That's fine.
I'm a tiny one. I'm small,
can't wait till you
but-
supersize the weasel.
All right. Dex
Big
Yep.
weasel.
11.
I will say, with an 11, because it is not utilizing any of its actual attributes for doing this, it's based purely on size category, that you, like, effectively recognize this thing raises its enormous, hoofed, haunched leg, and as it steps, you just, like, recoil and get as small as you fucking can.
What?
Get flat, get low, and it steps right over your head. So, like, you would see the charcoaly, ashy underside of the hoofed foot as it just washes right over your little weasel head. I do leave several people space. I do not know if anybody would like to utilize
Attack of opportunity.
any kinds of reactions in this instance. If you would like to, please say so.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I would.
Go right ahead then. Stab him.
The app is so weird. It's so
I
weird
know, it's
looking.
bizarre.
It just seems like a whole lot extra.
I need to use a reaction for it.
Using the app.
Right?
Greedy boy.
Yes.
Throw it away.
I don't have a weapon drawn.
It's all right there.
Would you let me react with the spell light? No? Okay,
Don't have a warcaster.
fair.
I don't think I can either. I think it'd have to be an attack.
What are you looking for, Joe?
Just trying to figure out what I want to do. Would I be able to cast Toll the Dead as he's
try
walking
and
away?
trip
No.
I
Okay.
have a warcaster.
Okay.
Just
Yeah, stab him.
Yeah, if I could hit him with my mace.
Kill it.
It's a 19 on the die.
Yeah,
That's a good number.
Okay.
Good number. Good roll.
Those are pretty dice.
I do like numbers. It's a d6 minus 1. I rolled a 1.
You know what's great?
Ah!
is that it fits perfectly. You seeing this thing in the same way as Rhirda did, watch as it raises its large haunch. And like as it goes to move, you connect with the harsh edge of the mace. And as you strike it, it's like hitting a tree head on. Dense, thick, muscular, and like your arms reverberate back. And you just hear this thing like gruffly snarl, like in a bestial sense. And if no one else has anything, I'm gonna step over adjacent to that tree, and he's going to try.
It's morbid time.
Yeah, my unarmed strike is nothing, so.
Punch him, Don. You got it.
Don,
Yep.
can you look?
Oh no.
Isn't that 20?
Which one? Yes, it is.
Didn't say what it was for. He could be giving me a kiss.
The best kiss
The
ever.
best
Could
kiss.
be. Could be.
You need to like a cake pop.
He actually made you a
Why did I
pie.
get rid of
Mhm.
the dust?
He's just pulling me back and then just whoosh, like a football through the woods.
Go fly!
How much health do you have? How much health do you have?
Glenn, do you want to roll your crit table?
Don't do it to yourself.
A d20.
Where the spirit dice?
Roll something good.
Okay. They'll roll 20 if I give them that.
17.
Okay.
That's a major injury.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm gonna
Do
start.
me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Can you roll another one?
No.
Don't use the same die.
That was really close to a 20. It'd have been a 14.
My soul bounce.
14 on that one?
Yeah. It was like...
I don't know whether to panic or celebrate.
It's panic. The answer is panic. That was the critical, the major damage table.
Yeah, it's definitely panic.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Wait for left side or right side?
No, he's rolling on a treasure table, guys.
Oh my
You got
god.
wings too!
There's a loot
Everybody's
goblin?
fine.
He's rolling for what you find in his mouth.
Oh, chicken!
Gold tooth?
What
in
worries
love
me
with
is
them.
I haven't heard dice roll yet.
Didn't you?
Oh.
We're about to.
Well,
Didn't you get sword? Right?
You want the Zephyr dice?
I don't think
I'm
so.
still fully armored, like armed. I just don't have armor on.
oh.
Yeah. I think that was the plan the whole time.
They're all 20s. Roll the d6. It doesn't make sense.
That's 60 damage.
Not even close.
Oh, no.
It's fine.
It's only 6 damage then. Easily.
All ones.
Oh, one's odd.
It's so weird.
Stop writing.
Stop writing.
He's typing out the eulogy. It's fine.
Stop writing. He's already dead.
He's already dead.
Night sweet prince.
Oh.
Snarls, and the thing inside of this creature, as you look at it, almost in a sense of defiance and recognition that whatever the fuck this thing is, it's doing this to the best friend you have ever had in your life. And it looks at you with a wicked intensity and malevolence, and then a gleeful, almost relishing smile as it senses a different vulnerability in you, seeing someone that you are close to. And it enjoys it. And you see it bears its fangs. Now, on the miniature, the horns are on the head, curling out at the height. For him, they almost come out from the side like mandibles. And he holds you aloft. And he curls under and rams up into you like an elephant or a warthog, skewering. It is 42 piercing and 39 necrotic damage. I have to roll on the major injury table for the physical effect for the piercing. I know you're downed. the major effect for the necrotic damage, you can't regain health for 1 minute. It is a DC 16 con saving throw at the end of your turn to attempt to fight that off. And for the physical injury,
Badass scar.
I now
deeper
have an
voice.
outie belly button.
It's now an out.
oh my fucking god, dude. Can
It
you
is.
look at the green one?
20.
Not the green one.
All right, give me your dice. They're confiscated.
What?
It goes chest upwards, comes in right at the height, by lungs, by heart, and skewers out the back, and almost like you were looking at a crane shoveling, severs fully. I'm very sorry, man. Clean through, fully decapitated.
Well, this was a fun game. All right, catch you guys later.
And I will say that for you, everything swiftly goes from that piercing, gut-wrenching pain of the skewering as it runs through very swiftly to a cold, empty nothingness. And I will tell all of you in the area that you would see flying out away from it as it skewers up in the direction of Don the person. The head and upper portion of the chest of your good friend Vorst. And then moments later, a pile of viscera and his body falls to the ground next to it. That's my turn.
I'd like to utilize my reaction to die.
Yeah. Next in initiative is Don. I don't think I've ever been so sad to roll 2 natural 20s in my life.
What was his initiative again? It was like 18.
He's
Yeah.
one ahead of you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
15 plus 3.
I would cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay. Obviously in the area of him.
Yep.
Make your attack roll.
16.
16 hits.
Ten.
Force.
Yes.
What would the weapon take the form of, Don?
The mask.
It's a good call. You summon forth a large, ethereal, projected wolf's face. Bony protrusions, and it gnaws deeply and intensely into this creature's leg, simply because of the height. And I will tell you that it rips below the fur through the muscle. You see it definitively makes a solid dent, and this thing gives out a loud guttural.
And I would also cast.
Gee, that was scarier than the sneeze.
Oh my god!
Oh man.
I would cast Bane.
Okay.
Only targeting.
Me, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
14.
Okay, so that fails.
So I'm baned.
Yep.
Also, your burnouts.
That's right.
Anything else for you?
No, that is it. I do not burn out either.
Okay.
I honestly might just
Fantastic.
because it's like I go back.
Oh. Coming
Okay. I free object interaction. Pick up the stoat,
sure.
but
She's
not
very
touch the
Yeah.
the
Grab
football.
body of stone.
Yeah. Grab the stoat. I'm going to look at that thing and cast it insinuation. You have to make an intelligence saving throw. Burnout. No burnout.
I'm a 6.
You fail.
Yep.
So on your next turn, you can use your action only to take a dodge or attack action. And
Okay.
I'm going to do 5d8.
Also bane, but wouldn't matter anymore.
So that's 18 psychic damage. And then I will take the stoat with me.
Mm-hmm.
35. Boop. Stoat there.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Yeah. So, you lean down, you see Rhirda, you know what she's doing. Very strong connection with how Rhirda acts when panic.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Before I moved,
Yeah.
I forgot to ask.
Yeah.
Which direction's the lake?
It would be back this
It
way.
would be
that
back
you're
this
going.
way?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I made that assumption as
Yeah.
well.
I was
Yeah.
like, it's definitely back that way,
Yes,
right?
absolutely. Yeah. I will tell you that you grab the stoat, you look at this thing, you see it obviously, like, the tree only obscures it, effectively its midsection. Like, it goes around the two sides of the tree from the opposite side of you. You concentrate on it, and you know that you make a great connection with whatever sentience is within this. You don't hear any voice, obviously, or anything, but you know that you rack this thing's brain, and it shudders and shivers, and, like, lets out again another low, very guttural snarl, as you then probably run back towards the direction of the lake. Well, after Paul, we've got Chell or Sarah. I do not know which of you two is going first.
Do you want to go first?
Sure. So I'm over here.
Yeah.
I'm going. Does my mobile feat carry over to the wild shape?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash towards
Leap out of good Felix's
Yeah.
arms. Yeah.
towards the lake. I get 80 feet
Oh, damn.
in that direction.
I think you're off the map.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
know how far away it is, but I'm now.
I believe in instances when I talked about it before, it's like 400-ish feet away. Yeah. Stoat Rhirda disappears. Let me go to Chell.
Alright, I'm going as a bonus action cast Easy Prey.
Mm-hmm.
So a sigil of blood appears on its body.
Mm-hmm.
It has to make a con save against my spell DC, and on a failure, the creature is paralyzed until the end of my next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Probably into your next turn.
yeah. And then as an action, I'm going to
What's your spell save DC, Joe?
15.
And I'm baned. Doesn't matter, it's a 10 on the die.
Okay.
So I'm paralyzed.
And then I'm going to. Would I be able to reach it?
I can't see where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you'd be able to get
Okay.
close enough.
So, I'm
If
gonna
you
get-
guys want to help her move, please.
Sorry. I'm gonna run up on it and
Oh, I thought you asked if I wanted one.
cast Toll the Dead.
Okay.
Thank you.
The really awkward thing is that I rolled a natural 1. The very sad thing is that I'm immune to necrotic damage.
Oh.
Sick.
Welcome to my life, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's fine. At least he's paralyzed. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah. Anything else on your turn? Or you're all
That's
good?
it.
Sarah is gone. Chell is here, paralyzed. Creature. Well, I mean, I guess it's good timing because it's Arthur Hartwood.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm glad you paralyzed him.
Blam.
With advantage. Blam.
Are you looking up paralysis? We
The auto crit is if you're within 5
melee
feet.
range, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wanted to
it's
just
advantage on the attack rolls. Auto fails on strength and dex saves. Auto crit if you're within 5 feet.
How far away
You're a
am I?
paladin. You're built to crit. How does it feel to
50.
live my dreams?
He'll use his action to dash
Okay.
to get within 5 feet. And then he will absolutely pop his action search, dude, because fucking fighter.
Fan the hammer, baby.
I mean, seeing literally the corpse of fucking Forrest decapitated and ripped asunder, he absolutely pulls the fucking shotgun and just looks up at this enormous thing and goes, I've hunted some big fucks before, but shit! And yeah, no, absolutely. He's going to take the 2 shotgun shots.
Blam.
Yeah, he's going to hit auto crits. So... we table him. Because paralysis is fucking wild. Good. I'm sorry. So yeah, holy fuck. Paralysis is fucking wild. Jesus.
Yeah.
The first shot is 56 piercing damage.
I mean, you're paralyzed.
I know, absolutely.
Fuck your AC.
Yes. And then second shot. Yeah, it's an 18 on the dice, so we crit again. Table. 15.
Oh my god.
Minor injury. 7. So he not shoots one of his arms off, but shoots him so heavily in the fucking arm and hand that it like catches from elbow down in the pellet blast from the shotgun. It is 51 piercing damage.
So that's 101.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah. Thank you for paralyzing this thing. Yeah, he absolutely just rushes up, double barrel fucking just unloads into this thing, decimates like a large chunk out of the area of its spleen on the one side, and then the other one catches the fucking like elbow up towards the hand. That's Arthur. He's gonna stand here absolutely within range of this thing, just so he can stay within melee. And then after that we go to Lawrence. Or DJ, I don't know which of the two of you, if you decided.
It was me. 30. I'll bonus action to cast Misty Step.
Mm-hmm.
And I see no reason why I wouldn't be swinging the sword with both hands.
Mm-hmm.
The higher one's at 24 to hit.
Yep.
And we're doing cap and roll, correct?
Mm-hmm.
24 damage.
Cool. You want to roll the d20 for the force table?
Man, everybody's critting, and I just carried a stove.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got me. Also,
4.
Rolling that one on something he was immune to, so I mean, I feel that.
Okay, so we already capped, so you're good.
Okay, and
You said
then
24?
Huh?
24 damage total, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then
Second beam?
No, it's
Oh, it's the
attack.
blade. Okay.
Yeah, it was on the slashing table. I don't
Sure.
know if it makes a difference on a 4. And then second attack because of the invocation.
Same thing.
That is also a hit.
Yep.
Can I get there? I can't see.
For another 19 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm
Table again.
rolling on the table again. That's a 6.
This 30's right behind me.
It's the same spot. It's 4 to 6. So, Captain rolled. Yep. Anything else on your turn?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. Yalamla would rush forward. Did you roll for burnout for Misty?
Sorry, it's a D12.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep.
Wherever those hide at in here. I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, Yalamlo also rushes forward, gets adjacent to Arthur, recognizes how absolutely fucking devastatingly lethal this thing is, sees it racked with a strange sense of paralysis, and with 2 swift blows, again, take large chunks out of the thigh and hamstring of this creature. Good. Yeah, no, we come to Melithel and Melisy.
Wait, what about me?
Oh, you're also 6. You're right. Sorry, go ahead.
So it looks like I can get within 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Would you allow me to run that 30 feet and then jump for the last 10? And I'll take an action as I'm landing.
The 30 is the max you can do, even incorporating jumps.
Shit.
Wall and slide down.
Just in terms of the timing for the 6 seconds, you'd be hitting the
jumps like
30
an
feet
inch.
as you're making the jump,
Right.
and we would be cycling through to the next instances of stuff.
give me bonus action.
No. I need a doctor, a priest, and a scientist.
Nothing helpful. I can either dash to get there, or... I'll go ahead and get myself between Rhirda and Felix. So about halfway between them.
By that log.
Yeah, like right on the other side of that log, pretty much. No, closer to Lawrence. Yeah, like right there. And then extra attack is any attack action, right? Not just melee.
When you take the attack action.
Right. So if I take an attack action with a crossbow, I get...
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought you were thinking about something else. Okay, yes.
Okay. In that case, I will go ahead and use crossbow. I'll take a shot with the crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see... And I'm going to cast Branding Smite
Sure.
on it. because it deals radiant.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna give him a shot.
Sure.
So bonus action branding smite,
Mm-hmm.
fire, not advantage, right? But if I hit, I crit.
It's advantage on the attack roll,
but it's not
an auto crit because you're not within 5 feet.
Understood. Okay, but still advantage on the attack roll. Okay, I'll take that. All right, that's gonna be a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
All right. So crossbow is D10. And branding smite was 2d6. All right, so it is 2 piercing from the crossbow and 5 radiant from branding smite. And then I'm gonna take another shot with the crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it's 7, and with advantage, it's 7.
So I will tell you that your first shot sails through, goes through some of the needles of the pine tree that are kind of slightly obscuring this thing from you, and you see that it lands right into that upper portion, like up the hip. And you see it burst out with a small circle of radiant light, and this thing lets out a grievously enraged guttural sound. Obviously displeased at the presence of radiant damage within its body.
I don't like that.
Yeah, no. And then your second shot strikes the tree. And bolt just goes dead center into the trunk.
Sure.
Anything else for you?
No, that's all.
Is it your turn?
It's Melithel and Melithine.
Okay, good. I was gonna remind you.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm boned for this turn anyway. I'm paralyzed and I got fucking nonsense on me.
A lot of nonsense.
I mean, they look at each other and they would be able to see over the log, over the bonfire, in the direction, and they would see Vorswati. And Melithel is a good man. And Melithel is going to also wild shape into a bear.
Fuck
A
him.
white brown bear. And I would say the bear would definitively look up at Melicy and give a soft, almost whimper with a huff and a snarl. And then it would absolutely dash to get to the opposite side, more towards me, of the incredibly large demon over here. He has to action a dash, but he's at least in the area. And Melicy, how far away from it am I?
Like 50 feet, I want to say.
50?
Is he able to? Is a wild shape an action?
Oh yeah, no, you're right, because he's not Moon.
Yeah.
So he would only have the 30, so he's not even going to be able to get in base.
I gotcha.
Thank you.
Yeah. It is 50 feet.
It is
For
50 feet
Melicy.
away.
For Melicy, yeah.
In a
Actually get
despondent
closer.
sense.
They have a 40-foot movement.
Okay, thank you. She sees this thing is bleeding and sees unconscious Forrest on the ground. Well, unconscious.
Wakey wakey! Get up!
Come on, man.
Did you lose weight?
Can't see without glasses.
Did you lose weight? You look thinner.
Just a little off the top.
Bad haircut.
No one is really in the area of her outside of Ether, who has a wildly high passive perception. You would hear her muttering Elvish and say the Elvish words for "be gone." And I have to make a charisma save.
You're Bane.
I know.
Send that bitch back to the Shadow Realm.
To the Shadow Realm. Yeah. I'm a 7 on the die. You all within the small area around this thing would hear a sizzling, popping noise before it vanishes. Completely gone. Catherine Hartwood is gone from the table. Rhirda is gone from the table. We go to Dawn.
Beheaded's not a condition.
The condition is death. What do you mean?
Lesser restoration.
I can't lesser restoration.
Disconnected.
I think that
Oh
should
shit,
work.
his acne cleared up. Awesome.
We're still in initiative order, correct?
For right now, yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Cast Hex on him.
God damn it indeed, dude.
Do you feel bad?
Would I know that Revivify is not going to work?
Why would you think Revivify is not going to work? Why would Ether think Revivify is not going to work is what I mean.
I don't know if I had brought somebody back to life that was like missing an arm or something, in the sense that it did not bring back the arm.
What instances do you think Ether would have seen people being brought back to life? Genuinely.
Yeah.
Like, if you truly believe...
He probably wouldn't know, because
I know.
it's not like war stuff.
I know.
Probably wouldn't know.
I know. So...
What was cast on him?
What's up?
What was cast on DJ? On Nesgrim. I'm sorry, DJ.
It was Revivify.
It was Revivify?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
It didn't take his head off. I just fucking, like, gutted through. Like, I got, like, the meat and everything out.
Damn it, now I can't. I was going to say I wasn't there for either of those fights, but I was here for this one.
He's cursed.
He's...
I mean, I'm going to dash, because I wouldn't make it otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
I can't
Cast it this
I
turn.
can't cast it this turn.
Anything else for you?
I'll bonus action and pound the snow with my spiritual.
Go pound snowy here. Careful for the quick snow.
Sorry, boys. The spiritual weapon is in the shape of the mask, and I would just slam it into the snow, and I would just fall to my knees next to Vorst and just start crying.
I will tell you that as you are in the area of his body, the obvious gruesome injury, like, it's not clean. Like,
Yeah.
it's ripped. It's like You took
Yeah.
a fucking pork shoulder and you shredded.
Yeah.
Like, there are chunks of mass.
Yeah.
And I will tell you that in the area for where there was the obvious, like, penetration from the fangs, the blood in that area is almost charred. Like, it looks as though whatever ripped this didn't, like, cauterize, but, like, it looks as though it is a blackened, almost ooze-like substance that is staining where his body was ripped asunder. And we'll go to Paul.
The only other thing that I would do is I would use my free item interaction to pull a candle out of my bag and just light it with my hands shaking to put it in the snow to prepare to do this.
Yep.
All right. I don't think I can reach him. Oh. Pretty close. So I'll start walking toward him. Well, kind of jogging.
Yeah.
And as I do, you said where's his body? His body is there, and where's
On
his
the
head?
ground. His head would be like 10 feet off in the direction of Don the person,
Okay.
but in the snow.
All right. Well, is he doing anything with the body? What did you say you were doing?
He is
anything?
adjacent to it, lighting a candle, sobbing.
So he's not touching anything,
Not
right?
touching.
Not
no.
currently.
Okay. I'd like to do two things at once.
Yeah.
The first being, I guess it would be using Mystic Hand, so that'd be an action,
Mhm.
as that I want to start to pull the bits back into Vorst's body
Mhm.
and kind of place it correctly.
Yep.
The second thing is I'm gonna think it, like obviously with tears in my eyes. If I can't put back a body, how am I gonna put back a soul? And I'm just gonna
Great thought.
try to.
Yeah. I will tell you that you absolutely begin to physically reform the constitutional shape of Vorst's body. Sarah, you running? Joe?
Is it safe to assume
No.
that decapitation
He's bad.
is technically a wound?
Tis but a flesh wound.
It is but a flesh wound.
I'm at you!
Would cure wounds.
He can't regain hit points.
Did you dash?
He can't regain hit
Did you
points.
dash with?
I will say she wouldn't know that mechanically.
Sure.
I will tell you, if you want to run over the corpse of Vorst and cast Cure Wounds, you are absolutely welcome to do said thing.
Okay, so I would like to somberly walk over and just kind of take in the whole
Scene?
bit.
Yeah.
As someone
Uh-huh.
who has helped others, would I know of any like viable way of possibly helping him?
For your capabilities currently, no. Beyond you, yes. I will tell you quite specifically, having been an avid reader as a child, you know that it is a common thing in fairy tales that people can come back to life. Sometimes it just has a higher price. But you don't think you are capable of that magic.
I guess not knowing any better, I would just try and like.
Cast Cure Wounds? Sure, absolutely. Yeah, I will tell you that you somberly walk over, see Ether here lighting a candle, Felix working together to reform the constitutional shape of Vorst's body, and you would kneel down next to them in the snow and place your hands on him, and you would feel the intense chill that you are familiar with when touching someone who is lifeless.
And then not an action, but just like very just under the breath, just like apologizing to him.
What would you say in your apology?
Probably just like, I respect you for looking out for your brother, and I'm sorry that this was the action of my consequence, or the consequence of my actions. I'm sorry it had to end like this.
It wasn't meant to be this way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It sounds like a mission to kill. So she admits it!
You may roll the hit point value for cure wounds.
That's not it.
Also roll the burnout die for casting a spell.
So does he still have to roll his con save? Or necrotic damage? I'm just saying.
I mean,
If it pleases the cord.
What's his soul doing?
I actually did forget something.
It's 15.
Could you do me one favor retroactively?
Mm-hmm.
Can you make me a con save, but for something else?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You take more damage.
For not being bitch made. Let's go.
15, and then how does the burnout work?
You roll a d12.
Okay.
If you roll a 1, you burn out.
Okay.
6.
6. Interesting.
No, you didn't.
Did you burn out? Did you burn out?
Immediately!
Hey, it's
Just
fine.
desserts.
Just roll high. It doesn't matter.
I'm just curious now.
What is it?
31.
I mean, that's not. I mean, that's
That's
probably
okay. So, 15 health goes back into the corpse. I will tell you that is you.
76.
So,
Give it my all.
oh yeah, no,
So, like-
absolutely.
Straight across the board.
I think that this is a good moment in demonstrating to you the way in which, to me, I try to utilize magic in the world. So for you, with the way in which you utilize magic, like, you blood bond effectively. So as you approach, like, your hands would almost naturally begin to porously, like,
Seep blood.
seep blood. Like, and as you place your hands on Vorst,
Yeah.
like, it would slightly, slowly kind of congeal, almost as though you're trying to form the person.
Yeah.
I will tell you that it doesn't, like, restore health, but it does assist Felix in reconstituting what Vorst was before when he was whole. Did you, you have to roll a D100 for the burnout table.
That's what she rolled.
Oh, she did? I'm sorry.
31.
Oh, okay.
So
Lose
yeah.
spell level times 4 hit dice.
Okay. So what level did you cast Cure Wounds at?
I think it was 2nd level.
Spell level times 4, so you lose all of your hit dice.
So you get for trying to heal a dead man.
I wanted to just help.
So I will tell you that as you cast this spell and your hands are on this chilling form. Now,
Good news.
in the campaign settings, there are different ambient, atmospherics, almost like palpations to magic. And I will tell you that as you congeal this blood naturally from yourself, that you feel something almost start at the nape of your neck and run, like you're a cold person traditionally. You feel ice in your veins, kind of like form through, concentrate in your chest, and you take like a gasping breath as the spell concludes. And you feel this strange washing over sensation as your own vitality, more than usual, simply leaves you. An experience you've never felt before.
Welcome to Oshuamp.
Anything else on your turn? Yeah, I really appreciate that this is your first combat with me, and it's like, rip Glenn's head off! You lose all your magic! What's happening? Having fun? Woo!
To be fair, our first episode involved the death as well.
Also true.
Did she take,
Nothing if not
did she lose
consistent.
any health from that? Like HP?
No, she loses hit dice.
Oh.
Hit dice.
I'm dead, that's funny. Of course, Ted just goes,
You thought there was only going to be one combat?
I did not burn out on branding smite
Thank you.
because I forgot to roll that.
Thank you.
You see here? No flakes. Head and shoulders.
You almost got me. It almost went all of those fingers. Holy shit.
God damn it.
If we didn't laugh, we'd cry.
Maybe we can do both.
Yeah, right?
Rhirda really ripped you into divortions.
Oh.
Get out. You're done.
He's cornered. We can get out.
He's
So
gonna
it
crash
goes
through the
to
wall.
We should take a
Arthur.
timeout corner.
Mark,
Already.
soul boy.
You're in the corner.
Come on. Shoot him.
Shoot
Bye,
the
my
life back
friend.
into him.
Who
Is this Overwatch?
sincerely stands over the body adjacent to all of you and looks down, like, quite obviously as well, somber. Remorseful, uncertain. Like, this is a man who, again, always cracks a joke at any moment and seems stunned, almost as though shell-shocked, unable to look really at Force. Like, he's clearly looking in the area, but it doesn't really look like he sees Forced. He looks almost vacant, like distant. And that's Arthur's turn. He just stands there, completely stunned. And we go to Lawrence.
He doesn't pull out his Arthur box and wipe his tears.
He's stunned. You can crit him.
Now
can finally take his guns.
They're literally soul bonded!
He's not the only one with soul magic.
The soul.
Ether can use it.
True.
I would look over my shoulder at Force Body and attempt to establish a telepathic link to Force.
Just a busy signal. Remember, you guys are no longer in service.
Get a dial-up tower. Like old AOL.
I know that Ether is able to access some piece of a person via the body post-death.
Please. Okay.
God damn it.
It's busy.
I
It's
will-
cold. He wouldn't have bled out that quickly.
He was decapitated.
will tell you
Breaks
that
the life.
you immediately, upon checking to see if you can establish a connection, sense that there is nothing for you to attach onto. There is nothing lingering.
And out loud, without letting my guard down, I would say, "Where did Rhirda go?"
I would say Melisy is arguably far enough away, but other people in the area could feasibly respond.
Yeah, I would respond. I heard Melisy muttering something in Elvish. She said, "Be gone." I believe that she banished him or sent him somewhere.
Can you do anything for Force?
I can certainly try.
Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
I would say that Melisy would rush over and hop on Melithel's bareback.
Come again?
Skipped me again.
Nah, you're not here. I'm kidding. Okay.
I would just run over next to Arthur.
And jump on Melis's bareback.
And as I got there, I would go, Arthur, is there anything you can do? Maybe what you did for William? Something similar?
Can you do me a quick favor? Can you tell me what your passive perception is?
16.
We'll tell you that you rush over, everyone else concentrated on Forced. I will tell you that as you rush up, you see the same shell-shocked Arthur, like blank staring, that same sensation of like, you know, you would feel like the tinnitus. Like, you're a man that's worn a helmet in battle and stuff. You've been struck upside the head. You know that intense ringing where You speak to him, and it's almost like your words don't reach him. And I will tell you that as you are standing here, adjacent to him, he is a man that keeps his guns holstered. I will tell you that the revolver at his side looks like it's strangely glowing at the chambers. Is there anything else on your turn?
I grab him and shake him.
You shake him with everything on the fire!
Who are you shaking?
He said calmly.
You're shaking Arthur, right?
Forced.
If you, I swear to God, you're shaking Forrest with going back.
Hey, bring his head over. Bring his head over. What are you doing?
Get up!
You shake
Our goal is to like get some.
Yeah.
Don't you
Knock some sense into
Reaction.
him.
The alternative was put snow down his shirt. So
I will tell you that as you grab onto him and shake him, he feels almost limp. Like, his weight instantly, like, you put your hands on him and you feel like he, like, fully jostling.
that's it for my turn.
And Melisy hops bareback on him. And rides the bear on over.
It's the sunset.
But where do they go?
That's what they're calling it now.
Yeah.
Just as an aside as to where they ended up,
Yeah.
she knows what she did. Would
Yeah.
they not stand there?
I mean, she would know it's fine for them to stand there.
Okay. I'm just
Currently.
making... Okay, sure.
For now.
For now.
Sure.
Depending on how things go. Yeah, no, they ride up, and she absolutely, and so would Bear Melithel, Barathel, look at you guys all just like, come on, man.
He's just
trying to work, yeah, like,
Just Humpty Dumpty and
force back
Forrest.
together, yeah, absolutely.
Mashed potatoes, man.
She
I'll get it all in there.
sat
You're good.
atop the bear with look and like immediately start crying, like distraught that someone who she also had a growing fondness and affection and familial love for lay dead on the ground in front of her. Catherine's gone, Rhirda's gone, and we go back to Don.
Is he together at this point?
Like, to
Like
a
Humpty
degree.
Dumpty?
I mean, as much as could be done.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, I'm pulling all of the bits back
Yeah,
in
like,
and
I would-
capping
I'm
him.
making
Yeah,
a
I would
jello,
say not
so-
fully
Okay.
reformed. Like, again, you guys ran over it. Like, in 6 seconds,
Yeah.
you're not like, get all the meat in the right
Yeah,
spot.
yeah,
Like, it's a
sure.
complicated puzzle that is
Sure.
the human body.
Sure. No, that's understandable. So I'm not going to do this.
I'm like
now.
Zach Galifianakis right
Yeah.
now. It's going
Yeah.
right into place.
Yeah. We got the calculus running behind Felix. He's so glad I'm smart.
Felix's eyes are just rolling back in his head as he's doing it.
It's actually Operation.
Call me Dr. Felix.
Yeah, I would not do this yet then because
Okay.
he's not back together. I would, however, pull out the Celestial Eye
Uh-huh.
and I would look at Vorse.
3 for 3 at baby. Come on, kick us all out.
Right?
I wasn't sure if we had. Didn't we rest?
I
in
thought
the-
we took a long rest.
Force took a long rest.
Force took a long time.
Oh.
Did the rest of us
Jesus.
not long rest on the way here? Some amount of us, I thought.
I thought,
long
no,
rested
you
on the
guys,
way here.
you guys looked when you got here. Correct?
At,
I don't.
Wait, what are you asking?
Did we
Did
take
we
a long
look at
rest?
somebody with the eye when we got here?
I don't think so.
I think all of
We
that
were
happened
asking
before
Benjamin
back in
to look at
Arthur's
it.
house.
Yeah.
I believe.
That was
before
back
we
when we were
were
at
at
Arthur's
the
house.
Before
Yeah.
we left the
Fair.
city, Benjamin was looking at everybody.
Yeah,
Very fair.
because he ran out.
Yep. Very fair. Then yeah, no, you would have the 3 charges restored to you.
Yeah,
Yes,
2,
you look
3.
at Vorse.
I would look at Vorse.
What have you done?
What have you done to him?
Oh God, he's dead.
Well, he hasn't told us.
Just text dead.
He hasn't told us to leave yet.
Like
You
the
see how
captions at the
far-
bottom.
Why is it in common?
It's like Dark Souls. He died.
He hasn't told us.
My finger.
I forgot.
He hasn't told us to leave yet, so we're okay.
I will tell you that you look through. Now, you haven't looked at a corpse with this. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You see the true form of a thing.
Right.
Which I have insinuated is effectively you're looking at its spirit.
That's what Ether would have insinuated also.
Yes. So I will tell you that you see still formed wholly and complete, but dissipating the spirit of Vorst in the body here.
Okay.
So I will tell you that it looks like it is, you know, in common in film where if you light the
Yeah.
fucking burn paper,
Yeah.
it would look like that around his edges.
Okay. Not severely yet.
I mean, I would say approximately a fourth of him is gone.
Okay. Okay.
A fourth of him is gone. A fourth.
Okay. I would. He is still here, but fading fast. We need to be swift with this.
Drag him back as I'm still pulling him, his physical form back together.
And I'm gonna item interaction light another candle.
Okay. Go to Paul. Same thing.
Okay, so at this point, I'm assuming I've got most of the bits in, right? And I'm looking to cap him,
Yeah.
right? So you can't make the save, so I'm gonna grasp him and kind of lift his entire corpse up and float it, and keep it real nice and compact.
18 on the die.
Okay.
Fuck you! You're dead. Roll with disadvantage.
18 on the die.
I see a 4. I got him.
I have a plus like 16. It's fine.
You hold him slightly aloft, fully formed vertically.
Just kind of, yep.
Some Frankenstein.
He's alive!
Strapped into the top.
Eyes open.
Yeah, and then a lightning from my no.
Eyes open. Eyes closed.
I would say eyes closed.
And I guess I'm not even gonna think it to myself. I'll actually say it out loud. Now would be a good time.
Yeah, I'll get to it on the next.
Not you.
It's not my turn.
My quorum.
It's not my turn.
I know.
30 years? Nothing? And that's it. That's my turn.
Is that running?
Yeah. Yeah. Another 80 feet. I'm at
Get to the lake.
275 now.
Feed the lantern, woodsman. Feed the lantern.
I don't know what's gonna happen when I get to the lake.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be a whole other big problem.
Combat 2! Yeah!
I hope not.
Like, uh-oh.
Oh.
We gotta chill.
It's hungry.
You did leave it quite hungry.
That's fine.
It's got a whole egg to eat.
What's it gonna do when I fucking lift it out? Come here.
I'm going to go through an emotional crisis.
Roll for crisis?
Knowing the things that I've done that I did not want to do, and feeling like I was, like things were done, like I guess against my will, I will just internally just. I know there are no gods. Pray.
Pray, you say. Alright. That's good. Okay.
Listen, I'm just saying, you did say you've killed and would kill.
Yeah,
So.
you
Yeah,
literally
on my own
vindicated me.
terms.
You vindicated me not only as a player but as a person because I did. He looked like a killer. Oh my god.
Ooh. Rude.
Looks. I'm sorry. You didn't change your look.
Arthur stands shell-shocked, and we go to Lawrence.
I guess with Melisy in the area,
What'd you guys pee together? Like,
do we have to worry about Rhirda coming back?
You know?
Do we have to worry?
This is a travesty.
He is no longer from here, so no. It is gone.
If you are sure. I guess I would turn around then. And I would establish a telepathic link with Ether.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in you.
Can I respond to yours?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will do everything I can. This healing is something that I have done sparingly. I have done things of this nature, but it was mostly to say goodbye, not to bring back.
It's the first time for everything.
Yes. I believe.
DJ, your turn.
I know it's kind of outside the description of the spell, but to aid in the relief effort, I would like to cast Sanctuary on Vorst.
Okay.
I do not burn out.
Okay.
Come on, baby. I'm waiting for him to make the whole table roll. Come on.
Anything else on your turn?
Fighting off tears.
Yeah. Melisy would get down off the bear, and Melithel would return to his form. And the two of them would also walk over and kneel by Vorst and just look at Ether. And Melithel would be the one to say, "Aren't you gonna do your thing and save them? Isn't that like what you do?"
Yes. We had to put him back together first,
Okay.
but I think we can.
I hope so.
I do too.
Well, having heard absolute silence for an amount of time, I will tell you that you guys see in the distance, sprinting back in the direction, still holding Benjamin, having literally just like, wait, are they dead? No, they're not dead. Oh wait, no, sprinting back into the direction. Catherine Hartwood with little Benjamin, like, you know, in her arms, kind of like over her shoulder. Rushing forward, like Catherine would also attempt to help, like, but she's not there yet. And we get it done.
All right, buddy.
Yes, text.
I would pull out the singular diamond that we have, and I would put it on the floating Vorst's heart.
Okay.
Reverse heart.
Okay.
And I would sprinkle some of my, like, protective herbs and things over the body. And I would sure try to cast Revivify.
Can you roll your burnout die?
7.
Obviously, in a world of magic, suspension of disbelief rests on the notion of to what degree do things work. Obviously, Revivify has worked before to replace Nesgrim when he lost an enormous part of his throat, including like his esophagus and trachea. And to what degree, having placed Vorst back, does this work? I say dice, and it's why it's a game. And I want to reward the efforts, but I do not think 50-50 is fair. I would say D20, and I would say 15 up.
Come on, buddy.
You want to roll it?
No, I trust you. Been rolling bad all night.
Yeah. Nat 20. Yeah. Just.
Comes back like a superstar.
Can we like spear bomb it?
18.
Woo! Alright.
And I will tell you,
Holy fuck.
having seen so many times before what truly makes a person whole, starting from the foundations of bones, knowing as you have found people in various states of desiccation, in various stages of morbidity, you know when Felix put him back together, he did put him back together right, and that there is still a way for you to find whatever spark ignites a spirit in yourself and in your friends and in the companionship that you have forged out here in the snow. And with a very slow, somber sense, you feel your heart rate slow, almost to a halt. And then you hear and feel, as you place your hand on Vorst's chest, his heart start in unison with yours. And I will tell you that he is unable to regain hit points.
Yep.
That he is at 0, and therefore dying, but no longer dead.
I swear to
What?
God, if you nat 1.
I'll punch you.
What made him unable to regain hit points?
The necrotic
necrosis
crit.
within
The
the
bite.
injury.
And that effect lasts after he dies.
It's still in the blood.
Still in the blood. It's been 18 seconds.
Oh my god. So that's great. 3 con saves, right?
When it comes to his turn. Anything else for you, Don? You know you feel his heartbeat.
Yeah. I would move my spiritual weapon and position it so the mask is over his face.
Mm-hmm. Very fitting. Paul?
Okay, so I don't know that he's alive yet.
I would
right?
tell you that you see very faint signs of breathing, like almost shudders, like palpations, where like his neck would like slightly move.
Well, it's
And
very
you-
cold out, like steam from
Yeah,
his breath.
also that, fair. He was also dead, so like body temp's gotta be low.
Sure.
It's been 18 seconds. It's dropped.
Yeah.
18 seconds isn't that long.
Okay.
It's long enough. It's very cold.
I can hold my breath for 18 seconds.
I'm so
Okay.
proud of you.
I'm gonna walk over to Ether as I'm still holding him aloft, and place my hand on Ether's temple, and into his mind, I'm gonna say, "I don't care if he's screaming. Bring him back." And I'll continue to hold him.
Sarah's still running?
That puts me at, I think, 355.
Mm-hmm. Very close.
Can I see the lake?
Mm-hmm. We go to Cho. We go to Cho.
While everybody's kind of like caught in a tizzy trying to bring Boris back, I start to step away, turn, and like run in Catherine's direction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She would see you moving in her direction and yell, "What's wrong?"
I just a blubbering mess. Just Catherine, I did it again. I didn't mean to. I did it again.
I would say she would just kind of sincerely sigh. Mistakes are how we grow. Anything else on your turn?
Just a blubbering mess.
Arthur still stands there, seemingly lifeless. Still staring now at obviously Vor's hovering body, like you would have seen his gaze rise up and follow him. We go to Lawrence.
I guess seeing that he's very lightly breathing,
Mm-hmm.
I'd try again to establish a connection with him.
Okay.
And figuring with him not being conscious that he wouldn't respond, I would just say to him,
Mm-hmm.
"Don't go. We need you to come back to us."
I would say somewhere deep within the quiet void of unconsciousness, you would hear very faintly, voiced in the distance, Yalimlo's voice saying, "Don't go." And we go to DJ.
I'm going to cast Protection from Evil and Good on Forrest.
Okay.
I did not burn out. Do you want me to read it? Okay.
Anything else on your turn?
I'm sorry.
Melisy and Melithel don't know. They would both obviously reach up in unison and place their hands on him, and you would see each of them slightly shift and change in unison to where their attire becomes filled with starry sigils as they adopt a starry form. And both of them attempt to cast Cure Wounds on him. Once again, unfortunately unable to restore health to him, but they don't know that that's a thing. They're both good. And upon seeing that it doesn't stir him back, they would look around almost bewildered. And look at Ethier, who they would recognize as the healer. We can't do anything.
He is there, but he is incredibly weak. I am not sure why he is not back, but he has not yet left the plane. He is still bonded to his body now. I think his survival is up to him.
Mm-hmm. Running past you, Catherine Hartwood gives you a very quick handoff of Benjamin.
Take the baby.
Take the baby.
He's yours now.
Yeah, I mean, Benjamin's absolutely like,
The hit rapper, DaBaby?
like,
Why, bitch, I'm debating.
also quiet, like, doesn't understand what's going on, but did see horrific monster, which, like, he sees terrifying things all the time, so, like, he's honestly just, like, squeezing his eyes closed as tightly as he possibly can. And yeah, she runs beyond. Again, monk bonus action dashes. Gets over here. Sees everybody holding off. Corpse forced. Corpsed. Sees
Your name's too punny.
everything
Such a good name.
that has been
It's
going
fucking
on.
metal.
Also runs up, exerts martial arts die, tries to restore hit points to him as well, is unable to, and once again, she also just like, obviously still fully masked and like invisible to you effectively, like looks in your direction, like turns and like bewilders. Just, is he dead?
He is not dead, but he is not alive.
Makes sense to them. Rhirda's gone, we get it done. Or wait, no, sorry, we would go to Glenn on your first roll.
You have advantage because I'm next to you.
A good old death save, buddy.
Advantage because Papa Ether loves you.
It's 4.
Oh.
So that's 1.
You feel the heartbeat almost within his chest stutter and quickly grow. And then almost like it peaks and plateaus and then comes back down.
Does he con save against the poison?
Now that you are back as a person, yes. You have a Constitution saving throw against the effects from the major injury. DC 16.
It's 15.
Oh my god.
And now we go to Don. What's up?
Does DJ not give a paladin bonus? Like the other 2 paladins we occasionally hang out with?
We're not 6 yet.
Okay. Had to check.
Level up faster,
And I
DJ.
don't
Damn.
I don't think devotion has.
No, all paladins get aura.
Well, no,
protection.
it goes in, I know I get an aura, but I don't think it's one that would necessarily help here.
Aura of protection gives
Yeah.
bonuses to saving throws based on charisma level.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Oh,
It's-
Level up
a death
faster.
It's genuinely amazing.
It's a death save. Yeah. Like you stack 3 pallies, so you like can't die unless you roll once.
Yeah, you just sit there
It's
and
dumb.
dab on the DM.
Pretty much.
Level up faster. Right now. Do it right now.
That's what we
attack
do. Oops, on
Felix. I
paladin.
gotta.
I need the XP.
I need
Don't
the
make me
XP.
lose my concentration. I'm holding him together.
Please, you are.
I need the XP. I'm sorry.
Hit anyone else.
Anybody.
Go find the stoat.
There's one person that ran away, so.
Kill the killer.
I'm gonna look at Benjamin. Listen.
Sorry, bud.
Fucking Anakin Skywalker.
One in, one out. I don't know which one to tell you.
Saw Nazgrim killing younglings.
I would, knowing what we had to do with Rhitora to try to stave off whatever was withering her away, I cast Lesser Restoration on her. So I would try the same with Vorst, using the logic that something is not right. With his soul.
It's got to heal one of the 4. I don't know how many he got.
Forced.
One of the forced
I
ones.
won't joke until my character's officially dead. Then I'll joke more. Cry when I go home.
You read Lesser Restoration?
Yes. You touch a creature and can end either one disease or one condition afflicting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. And obviously, both in and out of game, I don't know what exactly it is afflicting him.
I know.
I'm just using the rhetorical logic from experience. Whether it works or not, that's totally okay. But that's what Ether would try.
Better let him roll. Vorst is killing a 6-pack over here.
Oh no. Just nothing.
fucked up.
You cracked the middle of the can. What's literally cracked in here?
I will tell you
Just get a shotgun now.
that the efforts of lesser restoration are typically made in the effort to conclude things of a natural sense, and that this does not feel natural to you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I genuinely don't think it would work.
Probably not, but so as I cast it, I feel that, or I would think to not bother.
I would tell you that as you're imbuing him with a sense of cleansing, that you would feel that it is not, despite again being, it seems like passed through his blood, that it is manifested in a way that is beyond physical.
Okay.
That is though something to equate it to what you saw with the celestial eye is eroding his spirit.
Okay.
Would you say like a possession?
No, not a possession. No. I know. I will also tell you, Don, as you cast it, because you are so in tune with spirits, and because you saw a quarter of him is gone, as you cast the spell, you would feel less of his spirit there. Like half is gone.
Okay.
Would you do anything else?
I would try Healing Word knowing that it is probably not going to work, but maybe it will stop the erosion.
Yep. I will tell you it won't. And you roll the burnout and you roll the values.
5. And 9.
Yeah. Okay. And we go to Paul.
All right, so as I am touching Aether's temple, as I made the imagery connection with Vorst previously, showing him, oh god, what did I show you? The visage of the lake monster that we're about to feed, and he showed me a visage of what killed his clan.
Yes.
Am I able to sense what Aether is currently thinking, what he's feeling, what effectively you just described to him but nobody else knows?
I would say yes.
Okay. So, you have a name for what you do? What do you call it? You have a title, Revia.
Revia. Yeah.
What is it called when you do it?
Revia.
Did you ever tell us what it's called?
Nope.
Revering.
Just says he has a ritual.
Yeah.
Just says he has a ritual to contact spirits.
Yep.
All right.
It's called devil worship.
So would you say that I do have a sense of what he's feeling?
I think Felix is becoming drastically more empathetic as time passes. Yes.
So I've experienced this with Aether, Yalumlo, myself, and Adrian.
Mm-hmm.
We've watched him do it.
Mm-hmm.
I will, without any protection, attempt to spirit walk. How many side points do you want me to spend? I am physically holding him together. I am connected to Aether.
Mm-hmm.
I have 14 left, and I've got
What is the max you can spend?
I can spend 5 per discipline.
And I do have candles lit.
So it's not a per turn limit per se.
Yeah.
I've got 6 levels of exhaustion
Yeah.
to spend.
That's what I was going to say. I would say I would let you spend 5 and 1 level of exhaustion.
All right. I will attempt a spirit walk.
Yeah.
While, I guess, since I'm connected to him, staying grounded to Ether.
Mm-hmm.
Using him as like a ground.
Yep, absolutely. And I will tell you that you feel almost this swift out-of-body experience in which having a point of contact to remain grounded, it's almost as though you feel a rope persistently pulling back at your cervical spine, at your brainstem, connecting you to Ether.
Okay.
And that in front of you, you would see a withered, seemingly still three-dimensional, but faded as though parts of the complexion of Force Spirit are missing. Meaning, within his spiritual form, you would see holes in his body.
Am I seeing him here, or am I seeing him in an area similar to where Ether goes?
You're seeing him in an area similar to where Ether sees people.
And he's standing, or
He would be levitating
levitating?
in
Okay.
an effervescent, like ethereal form, and you would not see the ground around you. But you would see him breaking and smoldering again, like burned paper being ignited at different points.
Okay. And he's right in front of me.
Yep.
I mean, I'm assuming I don't have any additional actions, right?
No,
Okay.
but you're there.
Okay.
Sarah, keep running. Chill.
You might be wondering why I'm here.
I should get there this round.
Yep. You will be reaching the precipice of the lake.
I would just hold Benny in my arms and just tell him to keep his eyes closed and just like stare back at the group. And again, just kind of like apologize under my breath. Like, more to myself than anything, but like trying to atone.
As you apologize, I would tell you that even with his eyes closed, nestled in your arms, you would feel the compression of Benjamin tightly against your chest slightly separate, and you would feel his hand rest on your cheek. And he would look up at you and say, "It doesn't help when I close my eyes. Don't close yours." Anything else on your turn? Arthur stands shell-shocked, and we go to Lawrence.
I would clutch the gem in my hand and think as I try to speak with Kubala, is there any way that we can reach him? And I would consider, despite it only putting me elsewhere at the end of my turns, sometimes casting the spell Blink.
I would think that you would feel resolute in that being your best option.
Then I would do so.
Okay.
And I will not burn out.
Okay.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Nope. Not this time.
You go to DJ.
Honestly, I don't think there's much I can do.
Mm-hmm.
I'll cast Divine Sense. Or use Divine Sense, rather.
You detect the same things you have always detected. No changes in the atmosphere around you.
Okay.
Nothing different. Melithel.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
I think genuinely stand there next to each other, and Melithel, in the same protective sense, would embrace her as Millicent sobs hysterically. And I think that that would be all that they would think to do. I think Catherine would hesitate for a moment and look over her shoulder and see in the distance Thariel and Benjamin standing together, and I think she would look at Arthur, and in a fit of rage, I think she would punch Arthur in the face. I really do. Yeah. She leans forward, and with all her might, and as she strikes him in the chin, and his head swivels to the side, she would collapse into his arms as well, having held back the tears. You would begin to hear her whimper and sob, and Arthur would fall prone and collapse down to the ground, her nestled against his chest, and you would hear her say, "What fucking good is any of this?" And we go to Glenn.
Save, you bastard. Save. Save.
Still with advantage.
Yep.
16.
Okay.
Con save.
Yep. You stave it off, but you can't regain hit points.
Big money, big money.
So you're still dying.
Still make the con save.
Yes.
Easy natty 20 right here. Easy. Easiest nat 20 of your life.
13.
Even if you're not 20'd, you can't regain hit points.
So what's happening is you make the death save at the start. The check against the poison is at the end.
The con save, right?
Yes. So when he's checking for the con save at the end, if he beats it, you guys would be able to restore hit points too.
Sure, sure.
And we could have done.
I would stand and put both of my hands on Vorst, one on his heart and one on his, like, above his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And I would cast Spare the Dying, and I would try to, if you'll allow me to sort of use the stuff from the Raven's Harbor to expend hit dice to restore hit points, but just to try to, like, put some sort of a protection in his soul of essentially like making him his own harbor here.
Like anchoring himself here.
Yeah. I can exhaustion or hit dice or
That's
any
a
whatever.
really cool way of interpreting that. I like that.
Would you give up the feat?
Permanently to save Vorst, absolutely.
You fool!
You've already lost them once, Don.
I mean, think of all the loot he's got on it. I mean,
It's a lot of silver. Just saying.
there's a lot on him.
And because stable doesn't have to restore hit points anyway, this is
Really
just
cool way of
extra
thinking about that.
protection because I don't know what's going on with his soul, but it is clearly fading.
I know.
But yes, absolutely.
Deleted.
Yeeted and deleted.
Fuck.
I will tell you. You feel when I described it inside of Arthur's house when the bloodberries burst and you breathed in the magical air, the aura of the strong connection, the unifying will of absorbed magic that was dispersed, and the way in which it manifested in you uniquely, that you have become aware of in its various uses. You sense that there is something deeper to it, some yet untapped potential. And as you place your hands on him, you feel that enervation, that depth within you, like a sinking well, go deeper and deeper until it fades from you. But you feel it fade from you in a way that passes through your body, into Vorst. And I will tell you that as you do this, and you feel this pass from you, you hear Vorst take a gasping breath. And I will tell you, Vorst, that you return with 1 hit point. And in that moment, Rhirda, the Grave Domain Cleric, you feel that power fade from you completely. You see Vorst's spirit suddenly spark, as though those holes within him in small starbursts, where if you have astigmatism and you see the projections of the straight lines out almost from the distance behind him, in that black vacuous space you see stars burst and reform his spirit, reconstituting what was left and rekindling it anew.
So, is it my turn or you?
I think that's it.
I would say that would be it for Dawn,
Yeah.
and that it would go to you.
Alright, in the effort of the great saying, kiss, keep it simple, stupid,
Mm-hmm.
I will attempt...
Kiss
No.
Like,
Nope. Nope.
Sleeping Beauty.
While spirit walking, while having his physical body telekinetically grasped, I will attempt to keep his soul together.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I will grasp his soul.
I know. So as these stars, again, appearing as though they form from behind and the bursts and the light begins to fill and reignite him, you see that these fragmented pieces, which obviously are not satisfactory to fill the enormity of the whole, you see them start to gather and form together, and you hold them compact, successfully restoring.
It's a 4-on burnout.
And you're good. 2nd level of exhaustion. I think we're good in initiative order. And I think we're at Sarah at the lake.
Oh no.
Make sure it
Everyone
sings.
else could go away.
Oh no!
It's just me.
Good luck!
No
Sorry,
one
I
gets to
think
witness this.
the correct phrase was kindly fuck off.
Yep.
I think that's what you're looking for.
Hannah, this is a problem, man.
Good luck, Sarah. Don't worry, guys. I'm bringing the drinks.
Two PC, that's one night. Let's go.
Sure, absolutely.
Just
You arrive at the same lake at which you are familiar, having had a terrifying experience there once before.
I mean, I'm still in a rush.
Mm-hmm.
From memory, how deep was the lake?
I believe I had specified about 120 to 150 feet deep.
Okay. Yeah, my little stoat form is gonna dive on in.
Okay.
And I guess in one. Am I in initiative or am I just moving?
You're just moving at
Okay.
this point.
I'm going to.
My intention is to give you a few series of actions and then swap.
I only ask because I want to drop the stoat form.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Then,
You have sufficient time.
because it is a bonus action to drop and a bonus action to reform.
Mhm.
I'm going to swap, if you'll allow, into a giant octopus. It is CR1, which is within my
Yeah.
means.
Don't know if you've seen one.
I've seen an octopus. Technically, I've seen this thing, which is kind of a giant octopus
Kind of.
thing.
I would say you would know.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to wild shape into a giant octopus.
Okay.
And then hold the stone and just make a beeline for the opening.
For the opening at the bottom. Yeah, absolutely. Takes you, I don't know what the swim speed is for the giant
It's
squid.
actually
80
feet.
Okay. You get there very swiftly.
60 feet, so
If you dash, you get there in 2 turns. Yeah, absolutely. You very swiftly, fluidly.
white octopus.
White octopus make your way through the water, surrounded, by the large random spots of tuna and salmon and small little schools of fish, and make your way down to this bottom opening, and you're able to see through, and you see the enormous opening below. You do not see said thing.
It's like rock at the bottom.
Yes.
Can I grab like a stray rock and just smash it on the rocky surface and attempt to make like a reverberating
Yeah, sound. Absolutely.
sound? It's underwater, but it's still.
Yeah, it's still gonna knock and send vibrations to the waves. Absolutely. Fish disperse swiftly.
Oh, I didn't put that in my. Sorry, I don't actually. Octopuses are a mystery to me. Hold on a second. I don't know what they're. Yeah, I'm going to, attempt to summon it to me, let it know that I am.
Yeah.
Something's here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go all the way out of the hole immediately because I don't want it to just
Take you.
eat me.
Yeah.
But I would like to do that and keep an eye out for signs of it showing up. Any sign of movement.
Yeah, I will tell you. Only a few seconds go by as you slam the rock against the surfaces around you, sending reverberations through the water. Deep below, through the hole, you see, probably at a distance of about 250 to 300 feet down below, you see it spread wide, almost like an opened umbrella. Just hovering ever so slightly. It's difficult to tell motion with such an enormous thing.
Yeah.
It looks like it obviously notices as it's looking and gazing in your direction, and it looks like it slowly ascends aloft, like if you were to watch a balloon slowly floating away into the atmosphere. It's about 150 to 200 feet away.
I am going to I guess I will wait. Continue to more lightly
Rattle.
tap.
Yeah. Continues to slowly glide. It's almost beautiful. It's about 120, 90 feet away, 60 feet away. I do not know at what interval you would like to do something.
As it gets closer, I mean, considering how massive it is, probably not much closer. It's hard to. Like 60 feet feels far away, but it's not that far away. I would like to take the egg and is it buoyant at all? Is there any buoyancy to this egg?
Feels incredibly dense and heavy.
Very heavy, like it would just sink straight down.
Yep.
Is this thing is below me?
Yeah, you're hovering here. It's like a V angle down of the rock, and there's a small chasm here that's the opening, and then the enormous water form below.
Then I would like to drop it down into the water
Can you
below.
please make for me a wisdom saving throw?
To see if I'm able to let go.
Yes.
It's not 20.
You know terrible things. You felt them close before. And you know this thing is wicked. And you will never again listen to the words of the wicked creatures that are in this world. And you let it fall. And it swiftly descends. And you see this enormous creature below looking in your direction, see this stone appear, and as it descends downwards towards it, I will tell you that it looks as though it descends right into the open birdo beak and disappears from your sight.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, I think that's probably for the best. I will tell you that as you hear the water behind you rushing, as you glide up ahead, you feel deep, strong, resonating reverberations in the water as though tremors. And you swiftly, as fast as you can possibly squid swim, break the surface of the water right at the threshold of the lake's edge. I'm assuming don't want to stay a squid.
I don't. I would like to turn back into Rhirda.
Yeah. Nothing strange happens in the water. You don't see any bubbles or anything like that. You don't feel really any severe tremors in the ground. A little shake right here at the precipice of the water's edge, but nothing more.
Rhirda will rest her hand right above the water and just whisper, "I'm sorry." and then she's going to sprint back to
Okay.
where she's assuming
Everything was.
everything. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming she's actually sobbing at this point,
Yeah.
and just full sprint.
Okay.
The
With
whole
mobile, you go 40, so 80.
80, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, the same speed as the stove, so it would take me
5.
5 rounds to get back.
I will ask you to swap.
Hello.
Hello.
I knew I should have wore pants. It's always cold down here.
Mm-hmm. Feels good though.
It's better than hot.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Drastically better.
Hey, do you guys know why the man fell down the well?
You couldn't see that well. You've done that one before.
I like that you answered it, and it popped him as though you told the joke to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Go on, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
You're a monster. You're a monster, Mr. Roland. Take his dice. Take them all. Give him the severe dice. Mix them in.
No, with our luck, he would do well with the severe dice. If I remember right, Raz rolled pretty well with them.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever she needs to roll low, she has the dice.
Mm-hmm. So that was Dawn and Paul. Then Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go back to Wilkins.
So Vorst is breathing again.
Mm-hmm.
Felix is still sort of trancy.
Mm-hmm.
Your eyes rolled back or something?
Arthur's still sort of trancy.
I mean, he looks like shell-shocked. Like, he looks like a man that has witnessed a horrible thing happen to him and to a loved one once before, and, like, he's running through those memories in his head.
Oh, no.
Yeah, like, like, it's a, like, oh my god,
Reliving
like,
it.
it's fucking happening again.
PTSD.
Yeah, like, it's fucking happening again. Like, I can't do anything. Like, he is a war vet in my eyes.
Yeah, I mean, seeing that Vorst is back, I think that I would just wait and see if I can get somewhere.
Sure.
Not this time.
Okay.
Still got 8 more tries.
I will tell you
Got
that
you for 8 minutes.
1 minute.
having had Catherine punch him in the face and then fall into his lap, into his arms, you guys in the area would see his arms kind of like naturally move around her as he embraces her and just holds, you know, her head against his chest, still looking at Forst, not looking at her. Quietly shushes her. I think Arthur would detect the successful resurrection, effectively, of Forst, and upon seeing that, would, with the arm wrapped around her, tap her on the shoulder and just quietly whisper, "He's back. He's back." Catherine would look over in Vorst's direction. I think that would be it for them. And then we go to DJ.
I got 25 lay on hands points, and I'm dumping all of them.
Restore 25 health to Worst.
All 25.
Melisy and Melithel would as well rush over and exert spell slots to heal. Seven. Okay. Neither of them burn out.
I just dumped 25 hit points into you.
Biblically?
Yes.
Oh my.
For sure.
Melithel heals you for 13. Melisy heals you for 15.
So you should be back to full now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Absolutely. Everybody gathered around.
Is he still levitating?
I mean, yeah.
Why is the
Making,
feather stiff as a book?
making every effort to restore him fully as swiftly as possible, just almost out of fear. Like, this is a fragile thing, don't let it fall apart, don't let it fall apart. And I think that they absolutely would stand there as well, holding you as they restore health. And that feels like a fine time to slide out of what would be considered initiative. However, for the sake of a litany of people wanting to speak, I am going to maintain initiative solely for the sake of being able to keep interactions fluid and natural without 1,000 people attempting to interrupt. So, Catherine would stand, separate herself from Arthur, walk over, and as well attempt to genuinely restore hit points, even if you are at full. She would, in a grievous sense of panic, dump as much health as she possibly can with martial arts die into you. You're conscious now.
Breathing, conscious, eyes still closed.
Yeah. So, she would as well heal. Rhirda is gone. And then we would go to you.
Eyes still closed.
Mm-hmm. Then we would go to Don.
Yeah, I guess I'm standing over Vorst currently.
He's levitating, so you'd be standing adjacent to him.
Yeah.
Just over top of it.
Let me help. 45, 90, like what are we talking? Like, am I like half back or like my fully like
Like a
vertical
QVC
full
model, just like
vertical?
rotating.
Okay, so I'm just like
Like a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, the
just
QVC.
spinning.
Come on.
It's telling.
Rotating him, you know?
Mhm.
Like a rotisserie
Give me a good discount
chicken,
on the
just
board.
like a spin.
Why does it still have
he put his head on backwards. Shit!
Oh, fuck! I'd
Kill him again. Redo it.
Make an intelligence save. Is his head on backwards?
Why did anybody tell me my ass was so big?
Vorst. Yeah.
Breathing and probably tears start flowing.
Mm-hmm.
I would hug his floating body.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Like he's a helium balloon.
Slowly turning.
Yeah, genuinely.
Yeah.
Like on
Okay,
spin.
okay, I'm actually not spinning him, guys. Come on. Not yet.
Right?
Oh, he's gonna puke. We gotta make sure it's working.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Wheel of Fortune. Just
Just starts seeping
Price is
out of
Right.
my nest.
Mhm.
I would try to Helm of Telepathy to Felix
Okay.
to tell him he is back.
I can respond.
I believe so.
Yes.
For you.
Okay. I'll use my own channel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Power move him, you know?
Plug out.
That's a power move right there.
Good.
Mhm.
Just sigh.
Yeah.
Yep. Just so he
Then we
knows.
go to you, Paul.
So, I guess I would like to step half out, if possible. So, down the center on my vision.
Mm-hmm.
Spirit, body.
I would say it would not be a thing you would be able to maintain, but you would be able to have that as like an instant, like a 1 to like 2 second thing.
Okay. So as I exit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I try to do that, and
Yes.
then I oops.
Yes, effectively.
Oops
but,
out.
But you do see, in that instant, you see physical side, whole Vorst,
I'm seeing him breathing.
moving, tears stemming down, streaming over the one side of his face. Yeah.
All right.
Step out.
Nope. Step out.
Mm-hmm.
I start rotisserie him. Just fucking.
Gonna light me on fire?
You gotta make sure it works.
Tugging on him a little bit.
Yeah, just kind of like is he really the guy?
Oh,
You
shit,
know?
it came off. Put it back on.
No, I am genuinely.
Yeah, no,
I
no.
would.
I understand. He would absolutely feel reformed, and as you move him, he wouldn't like slosh around.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Didn't Frankenstein him.
Like a
He's
what?
actually back together.
He's actually back.
worst.
Okay.
Then we would go to Chell.
Yeah, I'm still in the distance holding Benny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Benny tells me, keep your eyes open, don't close your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing like the first like big deep breath, like I just let out a breath myself.
Mm-hmm.
Just single tear, and I look to Benny and ask him to look at Vorst.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he would say, like, take me. Like, he can't see from where he is. Like, there's a fuckload of people in this pile.
Right.
But he would say, like, take me.
Yeah. So I start to make my way.
Wait!
Yeah, I start to.
That's good, actually.
I start to make my way over
Roll
and
back in.
just become like almost like over encumbered with fear as I get closer and closer.
Absolutely. Like, your pace clearly slows.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, he wouldn't affect you encumbrance-wise, but, like, you would start
Like
at
shaky
a
knees, like
reasonable
just-
pace, start shaking, start
Yeah.
to slow down, almost dragging your feet through the density of the snow. And he would say, be not afraid.
I still have to be before I get closer.
No! Take it back! God damn it.
I want to say I'm like maybe like 20 feet, like near enough to see,
Yeah.
far enough to not be involved,
Sure,
and
yeah.
just like
Yep.
taking the scenery, just
You just hold away.
show me with your special eyes. Like,
Tell me.
My brain!
Wait, she has the boy.
Yeah, she has the boy. Yeah.
Oh no.
You
arms.
hold him aloft. Outward.
Get it away, get it away.
I mean,
Yeah, I would say, he would, like, he's obviously facing away from you, so, like, you can't read any facial expressions from him.
Yeah.
Like, is that a heavy sigh?
Yeah.
it was a noise.
Yeah. You can't read facial expressions on him. He's facing away. I will tell you that, like, he remains quiet for a second or so, and then says, he's back. He's back.
I kind of just like grimace to myself.
Just squeeze him a little too tightly.
Good. She flies away.
She does have bat wings.
Here we go. Yeah, I bring him back to me and just stand away and watch. Nice.
Oh no, another pervert.
Yeah. Go after Chell, and we go to Arthur, who would stand and look at Vorst and look at everyone gathered around and kind of breathe a quick sigh. It feels like relief. We go to Lawrence.
I would establish a connection with Ether,
Mm-hmm.
and into his head I would say, "You did it?
It seems so, yes.
I tried to reach where he was, but no luck.
He was fading quickly. I had to do something. Putting him back together and binding his soul was not enough.
Can you teach me?"
Think so?
Make eye contact with Ether,
Mm-hmm.
and try to blink again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Roll.
Oh boy.
That's an 11.
There you go. I will tell you that you swiftly phase out, entering into the ethereal plane. Yes.
Would I see him as I...
I think that that's a pretty neat timing.
I like that.
So I would say you like
Trade places.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
shit.
you
So-
like you see
Because
the
he's opposite me.
yes, exactly.
Blink v blink.
Like you see the half of Vorst that is spiritual, the half of Vorst that is physical. You see the stars kind of like fully cascading as they've stopped bursting. His soul is re-intact. And you would see almost like suddenly shift filling around the side of like a shoulder of Vorst. Just Yalum Low in totality.
Can I...
You can give him a good wink. Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Go in between them and then everybody switched on.
Right. And then we would jump to DJ.
Smite him.
I've got full HP.
He's paralyzed. I have him grasped.
And technically, he's
Um,
I take the
surrounded,
dodge
I
action.
guess.
If you time it right, you're behind him.
While I'm spinning.
Call me old again.
I'm tired of this kid showing me up.
Dash.
A little kiss.
I guess I would just forced.
It's up to him if he chooses to respond. He's just crying.
Still tears. I'm breathing, but
Mm-hmm.
still tears. I'm in dreamland.
Nightmareland,
No, it's a dream.
So at this point, I'm not sure that he's conscious or not. I know he's alive. I don't know that he's conscious.
True.
You see tears.
Night terrors, though.
Sure, yeah, fair.
Yeah, there'd be whimpers along with the tears.
So
Still night terrors.
I am
Oh,
going
he's
to
hungry. Somebody take him outside. He's gonna pee.
I'm going to attempt to wake him up
Sure. You
but
shake him.
by throwing snow at him.
Okay. That feels right.
Not a snowball.
Yeah, just like
Just
Just a
misting.
handful of snow. Just
Yeah.
hit him in the face with it.
Recently decapitated dead Vorst, you feel a cool mist over your chest and face. Not again! I would say you don't really know what it is.
There was blank expression, just breathing and quiet and crying.
Mm-hmm.
Slight smile.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, he's okay.
That's your turn.
That's amazing. That's perfect.
I don't have a tail, but you could assume it's wagging.
You see a little nub.
If we put your bottom backwards, then you would.
I will tell you,
It's a tail.
upon seeing that, Melicy, somberly crying, would take like a small step away from the arms of Melithel and place her hand on your cheek.
Temperature? Temperature?
For her? I mean, normal human.
What's her skin temperature feel like?
She's not a human.
It's
She's
not
not a human.
cold, right?
No, it's not cold.
Slime.
She's not.
She's evil!
Why would she have a human temperature?
She is outside in the snow.
Is it
That'd be a little
human
chilly.
temperature?
Yeah,
or
a
is it
little
human
chilly.
temperature?
she would place her hand on your cheek and just whisper, "I'm so sorry. I know he was your friend."
Smile goes away.
"I cannot save him. If he were still man, he would return. And we have precious little time to test." And she would look around at everybody and then say, "I recommend we return to the campfire to not be right here, in case he does return. A minute has almost passed." She and Melithel are going to begin to slowly walk together towards the campfire.
Sounds good to me, dog.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Following right along.
Keep to the outskirts, meet me with Rhirda.
I'm gonna slowly drag him.
In the air.
So it costs side points. But if I do it slowly, can I do it for free? I take my time. I
Yeah,
saunter with it.
Yes, you did nice things. You've been a brave little girl.
I've been a brave little boy.
I got my dog, I believe.
Yeah, I'm just like right next to me. Now I put my hands to my side, kind of relaxed, and walk over and drag him over.
Yeah, everybody starts walking over.
Yeah.
I do not know if anybody.
I have no say.
Yeah, obviously.
Hey, I'm being gentle now. No,
The
you're-
other individuals who are still on this plane, would you go? Start to walk.
Yes.
Of course. Yeah.
Yes.
Turn, start, blink back, correct?
Yes. So I'm able to perceive the people within 60 feet of me that aren't on the ethereal plane. I would just try and soak it in.
Yeah.
However much of this, whatever this is, I can experience within 60 feet of me.
Yeah, I will tell you that the obvious physical space of it is comparable to where we were, however drastically less formed physically in concrete manner. So there would still be, for you who has blinked here, there's a difference in my eyes between the level of definition with what would happen with actual magical means to go to the ethereal plane, as opposed to character features and other narrative abilities that would let one temporarily only interject their spirit. So you would get more physical definition of the ethereal plane.
Sure.
It would seem like it's a pretty corresponding and matching layout for where you guys were. Obviously just in an ethereal, non-foundationally formed sense. But you would see the people around you, you would see them start to like slide and move over in a direction almost in unison.
Am I able to hear anything other than them? In the brief time that I'm there.
Question.
What's your passive perception?
Passive's a 13.
13.
Oh, please.
I will give you the active perception check then. So I feel like that is a neat thing.
Nat 20 for me.
For you.
For me.
You hear
Well, if it's for you.
you hear nothing but Benny.
God, it was almost there. I'm so upset.
It's a 17.
I will tell you that faint, almost like an echo in the distance, you do hear, non-ironically, the voice of Benjamin.
No!
Like a vibration on a wave pattern, with a distant echo just saying, "He is back.
Thank
He
God.
is back." Like it was further away.
Can I catch a direction on that 17?
Yeah. It would
Toward
be in the,
him?
Yeah, it'd be in the genuine direction of where Benjamin the character is.
Alright. Well, then when I blink back in,
Mm-hmm.
10 feet closer to Felix.
And I just wink at you
Mm-hmm.
with the same eye.
And I wink at you. And then I
Should I leave?
walk toward
Should I float
Benjamin.
away?
And
You're not
see
going
if it
anywhere.
happens again.
No, I don't want to see this.
Do not hear anything.
I'm gonna walk toward Benjamin
Yes.
and try to blink out again.
Oh, blink out again.
Oh.
Then yes. Give it a shot.
Grab him.
It's 19 on the die.
Yeah, so you absolutely blink out.
And I would just try and soak it in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
Why?
that happens at the conclusion of the turn.
Why?
Yep.
Bad 20.
Well, we'll get there. Catherine and Arthur start walking over. Say everybody is meandering over kind of in a cluster, in a happy group.
It's happy. It's
as-
happy
to
is
the-
what it
to
is,
the
John.
best of their ability.
That's the word you're gonna go with. Is
Degrees?
happy.
There's
It's,
degrees
it's
of
happier
happiness?
than it would have been.
Yeah.
I'm pretty fucking
You
chuffed
yeah,
in the
right.
happy sense.
Yes, exactly.
Chuffed happy, if you will.
Yeah.
Chaffy.
Chappy.
Puffed.
Chappy.
No.
No. Not yet.
Yeah. So everybody has
Um,
a seat effectively like on these logs in the surrounding area.
still floating.
Oh, you're with me, baby.
Yeah, you're still hovering.
I'm not letting go of you.
Unresponsive.
I got you for a minute.
Unresponsive still.
How close are you holding him to the fire?
Oh, he's right next. He's right next to me.
Spit him.
A little bit. You know what? Let's get him a little close. I know he's cold. Yeah. And then I'm gonna spin him.
Nice
Get him a
and
nice
slow.
char.
Now he's rotisserie.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta warm you up.
Tell you as you guys are
hero.
walking back, collecting yourselves, you would hear and then see in the distance a sprinting, tear-stained faced Rhirda. Like
Like Stode or Vitora?
Rhirda.
Yeah.
Tear-stained stone face. How sad.
Oh God.
How sad.
Yeah, but you see Rhirda sprinting back.
Color of the tears? Okay, good. I wanted to check.
Not blood.
Not blood?
Not
Okay.
blood. Yeah. I mean, I would say that in perspective of the respect owed to the spell for Rhirda, I'm just going to flip the timer. Because instead of us having to go through 4 more initial rounds, if anybody would do anything whatsoever in regards to the timing allotment for Banish,
What am I seeing as I...
you see everybody just kind of slowly, like, kind of in huddled groups, stumbling, shuffling back through the snow towards the campfire.
Don't have the real thing.
And I'm not present.
Okay,
You're not
so
And we have no indication anything's happening, right?
Indication in regards to what?
Anything.
the banishment spell. So
John, why are you digging through drawers?
what?
The glass.
Oh, okay.
Obviously,
Yeah, I'm fine with clarifying.
obviously, we
questions.
just went through a very extreme
Yes.
experience.
Mm-hmm.
Watching it vanish,
Mm-hmm.
would I have an intuition about what was cast initially,
Yeah.
despite me being
Not a risen
emotionally
vibe.
like enraged, essentially?
Oh, yeah. Also, yes. Mm-hmm.
Um,
You've studied magic for 10 plus years.
okay, so I would know what was done.
Mm-hmm.
Would I know what to expect?
Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
all right.
DJ, did you have a clarifying question?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have
Running
no
down.
indication that anything is set to change. That, like.
Melisy is the only person who insinuated that with when she said, we shouldn't stand here. If he is still man, he will come back here. If he's not man, which I don't think he is, he will not return. That was what she had said. Everybody was present for that, so that's why I'm saying, like, feels fair to do that.
Within those 4 rounds,
Yeah.
no reaction initially. My gut reaction as Glenn. Until I hate to say it with a stipulation, but like until I know what had happened while not here.
Okay. Anyone else for anything before?
Knowing that she said that if he's man, he'll come back. If he's not, he won't. I would drop Bane.
Mm-hmm.
Said it's 4 more rounds.
Mm-hmm.
So how... I'm coming in at the end of these 4 rounds?
No, you're
Or-
going to be coming in during it. So what I'm saying is instead of remaining in initiative order for 4 additional rounds, I'm going to flip this, because this is 5 minutes. So if anybody does want to actually make a point for like, hey please, here's a thing that I think we should attempt to do, either in regards to, if he does come back, we don't know what the fuck he's going to come back as, do we get ready, or do we have him come back because he's our friend?
Victoria is very confused.
Yes, you don't have any fucking idea what's going on.
Yeah.
So like,
Of course he's alive.
you're gonna be running back during conversation time.
As alive as you can get, given the circumstances.
Well, I mean, I saw you get cut in half last.
I am whole and breathing and crying.
And levitating.
So infer with what you want there.
You're a lot more alive than you were when I left.
So much more alive.
At least 10 times more alive.
The top part of you was not attached to the bottom part of you.
I got a haircut. Chill.
Oh my exhaustion bones.
Yeah.
My
good?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wavering hit type points.
Depending on what had happened while I was gone, would immediately impact my initial reaction to coming back out.
Sure. Yeah, I would tell you that effectively all you really are cognizant of is it held you aloft. You felt an incredibly deep, piercing pain, silence and nothingness, vacuous experience, nothing whatsoever. You remember feeling a bunch of people lay their hands on you to restore you to vitality. You have snippets of words of he's back, like celebration effectively. Like, yes, you would have heard the snippets.
Predominantly their voices.
Yes. You would have heard what Melisy said because you were pretty cognizant at that point, like obviously crying. You would have felt the snow. So like there's a sense of awareness. There's obviously the gap of I don't know what happened in that time frame in which I was gone.
Yeah.
But now that I am back, like these are the brief details for which I'm working with.
My follow-up to that is within a few seconds, there were 2 wolves. Now there's 1. How much of either makes the one? If it needs to be discussed afterwards, I completely understand.
I think so. I think that's a thing that would be difficult to discern. Everybody good?
Yeah. I guess I would just turn towards the area. Yep.
I don't even know if anybody wants to.
I don't have anything.
Sputter and cough.
Yeah, I would just sit here.
I would stop spinning him, I guess. Maybe squeeze him a little tighter.
I take that. I would tell Rhirda what happened while she was gone.
Rhirda catches up, and you take a couple of seconds to start swiftly catching Rhirda up on details.
So Vorst is floating?
Yeah.
Slightly, yeah. Hovering a few feet above the ground.
Get the 8s, get the fuck out.
Blink.
Yeah, over those 4 rounds, 3 more times I would blink out. I
Okay.
would try to stay close to Benjamin and just
Sure.
observe while I'm there.
Did you blink on the first iteration?
So I come back, I blink back out, I come back, I don't blink out, and then I blink out.
So
2
it's
more
1,
times.
3, and 4.
So
Okay.
I'll be out at the end of if it matters.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I will tell you that the first iteration in which you blink out again, you still hear Benjamin's voice, not coming from Benjamin, though, in the area where Benjamin was.
What happened
Where
to
he
Benjamin?
was.
Yes.
Over there.
And I guess I'd stay near it. I'd
Okay.
try to.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I blink out at the end of my turn, but like, I don't know, ready actions on my turn effectively to try to observe or interact with it.
Yeah, I will tell you that it feels as though the voice emanates from nowhere, from nothing, as though it's a point in space that is contained and not visibly present, where like you could walk around it and really heavily pinpoint.
Can you move it to the center?
Sorry.
That's a fucking problem.
But I can tell that there is a point, and it's
Where he was. In relation to, like, behind you to the right a little bit.
when he came over to look at.
Yes, when he said it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess one of the times I'd try to reach out and touch the point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nothing physically at all perceivably present.
Yeah, and then I guess on one of the times I'd try to listen to hear if anything else that he said is reverberating through here.
Just that.
Melisy, is there nothing we can do for him?
What do you mean?
Separated from him, save him somehow. He's our friend. He's our brother.
I don't have magic to cleanse him of whatever this is. I do not know if any of you do.
Can I see where he was?
Fuck.
I'm gonna cast Entangle.
I'll say that you're still going to be able to say a thing, but yes. Where he was, cast Entangle.
Yeah, or Ready Entangle.
Mm-hmm. In case you see him.
Yeah, I know you can't ready a spell, but
You can. Yeah.
can you?
Not for an extended
Yeah.
period of time. It would only be one turn.
Yeah, just
Mhm.
the turn where theoretically he would have reappeared.
Correct. Okay.
So, okay.
What were you going to say?
Let me check something real quick. Sorry.
Sure. Anybody else in the interim? No. No.
Okay,
No.
so you would feel a release as this happens because this is 10 rounds now, correct?
Motherfucker!
So as you begin to fall, I would, since you're next to me, I would go to touch your temple again, and I would begin to try to spirit walk again. I don't, looking in that direction, I don't know what happens.
How many side points do you have left? Do you have 4? Or do you have fewer?
I have 6.
6 left?
Nice.
You have 2 levels of exhaustion.
I know, bitch. Come on.
Jesus Christ.
Come on. Fucking drain me. Let's go. 2? You want 2?
I'll say that
You don't want to.
I don't give a fuck.
You are able to very swiftly, yes, for what is perceivably going to be just the singular round, again, step through this veil.
How much does it cost?
5 side points and a level of exhaustion.
Would I know that he's doing this?
I think he's only been doing it in a time frame in which you were dramatically distracted.
Sure.
Because dead
You
force.
said 2.
1 level of exhaustion is
Okay.
fine. I would say he's doing something. Like, he's only recently done
Right.
this thing of, like, touch my temple.
Sure. I don't know if him having touched my temple before would have given me some
I
subconscious...
think that there's a reasonable, like, you're, again, a very empathetic person also.
Sure.
Like, I would think you would know Felix is doing something.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, similar to the connection that Vorst, like, obviously Vorst was able to show me imagery.
Yes.
I don't know if he'd be able to effectively invade my mind space to see what I'm doing.
Because you were sharing both ways, yeah.
Right.
I would think you would be open to it, and especially in a sense of being very tired, you would be more vulnerable. And I would say it would almost naturally occur even without you intentionally doing it. Like your minds would meld or bleed into each other naturally.
Okay. As I sense this happening, would I be able to react and grab his arm and cast Sanctuary on him?
Yeah.
Don't remove the tether.
Roll your burnout.
Do I have to roll burnout for what I'm doing?
7.
You are spending side points, so I think so.
Oh, fuck me.
You're safe, you said 7?
7, yeah.
I have a
Who marked it?
question.
All right, 4 again.
Just roll high, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy. Don't burn out.
You have a very brief window here.
What am I looking at in that direction where he
You would
was?
be looking in the direction where he disappeared?
Yes. So where we effectively just were.
Yeah, absolutely. I will tell you that in that area, since this is occurring when this would be concluding, you would see almost a strange visual distortion, like tearing at a crumpled piece of paper. So if you were to ball up like a crumpled piece of paper, which again would be aloft in this space,
Right.
Obviously, you would perceive an area that would be ground.
If.
It would be 5-ish feet roughly in height, a very small, crumpled piece of what would look like paper. Because it's transparent, you wouldn't be able to tell what it is constructually composed of. I will tell you that you are a smart person, that you are immediately able to call to mind what Arthur said before about a gemstone left behind when someone dies. And you would see that. Almost like it is how you were rotisserie rotating, but it is though it is a crumpled mass crumpling in and condensing in upon itself.
Would I be able to get to it?
Get to it? No. It's roughly 50-ish feet away.
I mean, are you making me consume my action by doing this? I'm assuming you are. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I would still run towards it. My speed is half.
Yeah.
So.
Start running in that direction.
Well, is my spiritual speed in half?
I would say no, honestly.
Okay.
Faster.
Yeah, I would say no. Like, I think that that's a very interesting distinction to make.
Okay.
Anyone else? Anything within this brief interval?
I have a question.
Yeah, absolutely.
The necklace.
Mm-hmm. The necklace.
Yeah. The necklace of prayer beads.
Yeah.
That I obtained.
Uh-huh.
Which one?
That's not one-time use, right?
For a bead, yes.
Because
The bead consumes itself upon use.
that this one's because this says that it can't be used again until the next dawn.
Yeah, the item itself, you wouldn't be able to use another bead.
It says once a magic bead spell is cast, the bead can't be used again until the next dawn.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it extinguishes. Okay, I'll have to look at it once
yeah,
again.
because you said that it extinguishes. This says something different.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
want
no,
to take
I'll have to
advantage
look
or
at it once
something
again.
like that, but
Okay. And did you want to do anything with it?
I'm doing the entangle.
Okay, you're prepping and tangle.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Anything whatsoever?
Do I see
Free falling.
that what Felix was
Spookiness.
seeing as that spell concludes?
Oh yeah, will we see each other again?
I mean, I would say you would see Yalum Lo standing like,
I'd be about where Benjamin had
Very
been.
interesting.
Spider-Man.
yeah, so like a little bit
And then
up and to the left towards like Chell. Because he said it when
They had come over, we were about here, and they had come over, and she had stopped short
yeah.
to show him.
Okay, so there.
That was about where they were at.
Sure. I will say yes, you do see this thing.
So I guess whenever my turn would be, and I'd blink back in, I'd move toward it. Like about here.
Mm-hmm.
I'd wait to see if I'd blink out again, and I guess I'd ready in action to...
Sure. Grab it.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay. Yeah.
I do in fact blink out.
Okay.
Woo!
See Felix walking over in your direction.
Well, more like
Yeah.
my bones. What if I save both little boys?
I will tell you that as you
I can get them.
blink back in at the start at what this interval would be, you in the physical material plane hear, comparable to the sound at disappearance, a faint popping, like a sizzling right in the area, almost like encompassing like your chest, like it feels like it's right around you. I will tell you that nothing reappears. And at the conclusion of your turn, when you blink out and you are quite literally ready to grab, this thing very swiftly manifests and is a very small, dense object, you know, roughly the size of like $50, but obviously spherical. Snatch.
What does it look like?
It is like a semi-transparent, like it looks effectively like a D20 but transparent. So like it has multi-surfaces. It doesn't look like it is uniform in shape.
So like the
I would
egg.
grab it.
Not exactly the egg, but
Okay.
comparable to the egg.
Like one of these.
I would grab it.
Because, shit.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Grab it. Yeah. Start of your next turn, you would blink back. You would have, in the material plane, a small, now that you can see it physically, what would look like a small fellstone in your hand, where it has the same obsidian coloration and strange smoke layering through it, riding along the ridges within. Swirling.
I would cut the blink spell prior to the last time.
Okay. Sure.
And I would turn to Felix as he's approaching, and I would hold it up.
Well, my spirit's approaching is my body.
This would be in the next turn.
So
You wouldn't be able to hold it again.
So I'd be still in the spiritual?
You would be spiritual, and then at the conclusion of your turn, you wouldn't be able to hold it, and you would automatically slide back into
you'd be
material.
back.
Gotcha.
Snap back.
So I'd
Yeah,
I'd
so
rubber
you'd snap
band
back to
yeah.
reality.
Oh, there goes gravity.
So I see that it is exactly... So it is... So it's an egg he brought back.
Looks very comparable to an egg. Like, again,
But it looks different.
yes, it looks significantly smaller. It has the same obvious, like, obsidian-style, very shimmering
Would you say it's
glass-like...
1/12 the size?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a great way to describe it quite
got it.
specifically.
Open up, buddy. Open up.
What is this, an egg for ants?
Part 2.
I would,
Y'all
start
ready
to-
for
I would
this?
definitely start to walk towards Yalumlo.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah. I will tell you that, like, the other people in the surrounding area, I think, would arguably perceive this as happening. If anybody would like to do anything in this time frame,
Wait in my
they're walking
shoes.
together.
Just
Are you telling me
So-
another egg just appeared?
Yeah.
With it, with still not being with it. Smells.
Smell check?
Unconscious smell check.
I would say you would be close enough to the fire to where you would still predominantly be getting the odors of the oatmeal that you guys ate earlier in the day.
I put you
hurts
very...
even more.
I put you very close to
Your
it.
good friend,
That
yeah.
actually hurts more.
Oh, God. Oh, emotional damage?
Emotional damage.
Anyone else reacting to Felix and Yalumlo walking together as Yalumlo holds this stone out in the direction of Felix, gesturing like, oh, what the fuck?
I would have gone with Felix as he stands. And
As
walks.
Felix, like, comes back, you would walk over towards Felix?
Yes, since I would have experienced
Sure.
what he experienced. I would
Anyone else
absolutely be going
moving
that
or doing anything?
walking away.
Walking
Backing
towards.
Walking
away.
towards.
Just nope.
That's
nope.
cool.
I would be hanging out where I am.
Okay.
I would walk forward maybe to the other side of the fire. Probably not much closer.
I would just say that, like, during this time frame, like, obviously Melithel and Melicy are, like, kind of sat, like, again, quietly, like, talking to themselves, where it's like, it looks like Melithel is very clearly consoling her that she is, like, distraught that she just did what she had to do. She loved Rhirda even though she barely knew him. She thought he was a wonderful person, and it's like, I just sentenced his soul to damnation. Like, why did I do that? What am I? You would see Catherine sitting with Benjamin. Arthur would be standing over with them for a moment or so. He would lean down next to Benjamin and, like, console Benjamin, like, ruffle his hair, like, fake little punch on the chin and everything. You would see Benjamin kind of, like, smile as he looks up at his father and, like, gleefully seems like he is comforted and reassured, and you see them, like, talk for a second or so. Then we hit to this point. Ether starts walking over towards Felix. Felix and Yalumlo begin walking towards each other. Rhirda begins trailing behind. At that point, Arthur would also see, like, something fucking weird is again going on, like, gotta be ready, gotta be vigilant. Would also start walking, like, a step or so behind you in this direction. Two of you are walking together with thing in hand.
So he's holding it physically, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I would, seeing that Ether is approaching, I would say, because I heard Melisy saying it. She said that he would not come back if he was not himself. Perhaps this is what is left of him.
Yes.
I don't suppose you could send it on.
I probably could.
As it's being said, I will attempt to pull it out of Yalum's hand with Mystic Hand
Sure.
into mine.
Okay. You would feel it start to move.
Yeah, I mean, I'd close my hand around it.
Yeah. I would say that you attempt to move it. Would be a contested thing. I'm gonna just genuinely say, because you're fucking exhausted, that in a sense of weakness, it's like, please come here. And it's just like, no, bro. I have the thing like this, like, you would eventually lose the point where you could even see it to try to pull it.
Right. Don't send it.
What is that?
Rhirda.
That seems the most likely answer.
It looks like one of those things.
It does.
He's tainted.
I'm gonna back up a little bit and pull the eye and look at it. Understanding that the last time I dove at it, and that's why I'm back.
Keep your distance.
I will tell you that as you look at it, you would see, contained within, what would be, obviously, because it is a much smaller projector, you would see, effectively, if you were to look inside like a light box and you would see just like the shadowy outline of something cast backwards, you would see the shadow of what would look like the physical form of Rhirda. But he would look like a shadow. He wouldn't look like a spirit inside.
Okay.
And I will tell you that that is different from when you saw things before.
Okay. I can try. Maybe I can at least communicate with him and take Vorst with me.
I think ultimately it should be Vorst's decision.
Yes.
I'd start moving towards the
start
fire.
walking back towards.
I'd stay back from the people that were just traumatized by this experience, but I'd get close enough that I'd establish a
Clearly traumatized.
Besides you, because I think you'd want to experience this. And I'd establish a link with Vorst as I approach.
Sure.
I don't know if it is, but something returned. Ether says that he can see something of Rhirda within.
The moment he says Rhirda, my eyes open. And I just start crying hysterically.
Understood.
And breathing heavily.
Yeah, just panting.
Fighting for every ounce of air.
When you are ready. Ether says he could try to send him on and take you with.
I'm gonna walk a little ways away and start drawing the symbols in the snow, so that way there is some amount
like
of
10,
privacy.
15 minutes, or feet away.
Yeah, some amount of privacy.
Yeah.
Did we win?
In some ways.
Oh, we didn't lose.
Don't go.
And you didn't.
Don't go.
I will tell you that Arthur would put his hand on your shoulder.
Don't go.
Hey.
Don't go.
It's part of what comes with...
Don't go.
Part of what comes with loving something, you know?
Don't go.
There's not always a simple answer.
But don't go. Stand up and do something. Gotta go. But don't go.
One big mess, huh?
Don't. But go.
It's kind of how life is, Forrest. It's one big mess. Can't always make sense of it.
Bones. Green. Blue. Black. Stand up, but don't go. I'm gonna fight to try to get my legs working.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it takes a second or so to stand and get yourself planted firmly on your feet. And Arthur, again, like, standing here face to face with you as you kind of get yourself up, he holds you tightly at the collar and places his second hand on your shoulder.
It's
and
cold.
then presses his forehead against your forehead.
It's cold. So cold. Just darkness.
Hey, I came back.
Looking around, fighting to, like,
Mm-hmm.
meet eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I would walk over to Vorst and reach out my hand towards his.
Shouldn't be. Shouldn't be. Shouldn't be.
You're looking at it. I am the very definition of shouldn't be, Forrest.
I'll look over at Nesgrim.
Mm-hmm.
Help.
It gets easier.
Just you.
What about me?
Help. Help. Help.
Extend my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Not here, but help.
Let's go in the cabin.
That's how family works.
Metal. Metal.
In the cabin.
Need.
I'll run and grab his armor out of the.
I still have my hand extended.
Grab your hand. I'll grab your hand and stand up. Why? Why? I'll point to the rock. Why?
It's back.
Not all. Where?
Sometimes we don't all make it.
Why?
God, I wish I knew, Forrest.
I'll look at many. Why?
Benny would slowly smile. Because sometimes bad things happen to the best of people. And we really try to make sense and smile through it. But those are the times it's best to just cry. Tears are just a gift.
I'll look at Burial. Point at the stone.
I avert my gaze.
Where? Help? Where?
Do not know. And she just like also starts crying and just like goes to reach for his hand and then thinks
Hesitates.
twice on it. Sorry. sorry.
Gone?
I'm just not gone. Never gone. Never gone.
Alone. But never gone.
Never. He's here. And you're here. But you're still
Here?
here.
Ether. Should let him see.
I'll walk over and take the necklace off and put it over you and hold it up in front of your eye towards the egg.
I will tell you that through... Would you still have your fist closed?
I would.
Open hand. Yeah. So, inside of again, I will tell you that you see the shadow of a wolf enveloped by a large full moon behind it, howling in a piercing sense. And it feels to you almost like the howl makes the stone itself reverberate and shake. In defiance. And I will tell you that the stone itself, at the cracks, shatters, leaving only shards in Yalomo's palm.
Am I not able to? Because I was attempting to take it.
I know.
Okay.
I would say no, but I will tell you that as this shatters, in the smoke, darkest night, that sensation of the moon almost looks as though it leaks out like liquid silver, transitioning the shade of that smoke from black to an ashy gray to a translucent silver that looks as though it begins to smoke and ascend and dissipate, all within the perspective just of the kaleidoscope.
I'm gonna clamber around through my stuff. Moon. Moon. Moon.
I'll come. I guess I have all of the
Yeah, you have
all
his
of his
belongings.
belongings.
I'll take the moon touch longsword and hold it out. Don't go.
I will tell you that you hold the moon touch sword aloft in its direction and you see it slowly, almost as though naturally pulled in an occultist sense, pulls towards the moon. And you see the blade begin to grow with a brightness beyond what it previously had. As though within, never gone. Brightest in the dark.
Smile a little bit. Stay. Stay.
And I will tell you that at that moment, Arthur Hartwood pulls out the revolver, spins the chamber. Gone but never gone.
Stay.
Stay. As the revolver spins, everything around us seems to grow quiet, as though this moment hangs. A strange silence, as though time itself begins to slow. A grievous, momentous moment. Before time itself feels as though it stands still.
Have to go.
You go to speak, and you find yourself motionless, as though your will to move still intact, unable, as though time itself, spinning along with the chamber of Arthur Hartwood's gun, has quite literally stopped.
Oh, look at Ether.
I'll tell you as you go to move your gaze, unable to. The chamber keeps spinning. Spinning.
Oh, look at Arthur. Unable to breathe.
You see Arthur Hartwood smiling. And you see him wink.
Clutch at my chest, like trying to catch my breath while still looking at him, confused.
Unable to move your body.
I'll think to myself, why?
And I will tell you that you hear, echoing in your mind, strange voice. I asked you to find something dark, and boy did you impress. And I will tell all of you that quite literally, time itself has stopped, and the chamber keeps spinning. And Arthur Hartwood takes a step towards Melisy. And we're going to end there.
You fuck.
Welcome back.
Yep.
I will kill him.
I won't.
Well,
Had to tap me out of resources, huh, bitch?
Oh yeah, baby.
I still have resources.
I didn't hear no bell.
Round two.
Come on! I got full health.
Another 4 more levels of exhaustion, you'll be fine.
Same.
hey, chill. Relax. Well,
Ritor's about to do a murder.
I don't think it's you that's about to do a murder.
hold on a second. I have 2 levels of exhaustion left, 1 side point. Got your number. Are you still stoked? Damn it.
I'm out of wild shapes.
All right, well then you're good to go.
Friends, thank you for watching tonight. Thank you for being here with us. We will not be live on Friday or next Monday because it's the 4th of July and we're just not live on Friday this week for other reasons. I don't know about next Friday, and we'll see about the next Monday. It depends on... We're fiddling around with some schedules at the moment, but we're doing our best. So thank you guys very much for being here. We appreciate it. And we will see you next time.
birds aren't real.
Good night.
They certainly are.